live. Here we go. Okay, I think we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Guessing Secrets, a charity game in the style of Dropout.tv's Dirty Laundry. We have another 4 wonderful guests with us today, and each of them has submitted secrets, stories from their past, and no one is quite sure which belongs to who. Today's contestants all hail from Second Wind, a variety channel here on YouTube all about games, video, and otherwise. And that Second Wind is bringing in a 4-part forecast. First, hailing from the left-hand couch, a cool blue hailstorm that you can see out your window, it's Casey. Hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm super excited to do this bullshit.
Hell yeah. Next to him, straight from his latest dig in the desert level, kicking up a Ludo narrative sandstorm conditions expected to last until JM 8 p.m. tonight, it's Jemate.
That was fantastic.
That was really good.
Wow. That was really good. That's probably the best intro I've had in my years of doing this. Hello, everyone. I'm Jemate from Design Delve. Good to be here.
Hell yeah. Then opposite them on the other couch, what's that on the horizon? It's a plague of locusts and things are looking pretty grim. It's Jess.
Wow. Thank you. Yep. It's me. Hello.
And rounding out the other end of the goth couch just above those locusts atop a thunderhead in the sky, it's RexiconJesse.
Hey, that's my name.
Hell yeah. So here's how the game works. Each of these lovely guests have submitted a selection of story prompts from their life. I will read out each prompt, and you all guess who the story belongs to. If you manage to guess the story's owner, you get 1 point. But if the story is yours and nobody guesses you, you get 3 points. So this is a game about lying, discussion, and throwing around accusations in order to get as many points as you can. But be careful, because it's always possible that the story could belong to me, and I am always a valid guest. So if you have no idea, it might be because it's mine. And remember, this is a charity game. Thank you, Eric Weichart, for donating $20 and being the first donation of the game, as far as I'm aware. For those who don't know,
our podcast producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah. We are raising.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, Eric. We are raising money for the Transgender Law Center. Emerald Master for another $20. Thank you guys so much for doing this right off the cuff. This is the second of our Guessing Secret streams where we'll be doing that specifically. And how are we going to be raising money? You might be wondering. Well, after the game, once points are tallied, there is going to be several secrets and stories that the guests submitted that we didn't get to, that I didn't select because maybe I thought, oh, that sounds too obvious. Maybe it sounds too much like another story, or who knows. But once we have our winner, guests will be able to read off their extra stories and auction them off for a price of their choosing. And you guys can donate to unlock those extra stories. And also, if there's stories that you guys just love telling but didn't want to submit because it would be way too obvious because everyone else on the panel would know it's yours, feel free to throw those out there as well. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Fayhaven. Thank you, Mask Hunter. So, how well do all of you know each other? How well do you think you're gonna do? I skimmed Second Wind, and every video I bumped into, like a random smattering of you guys was on each one. So,
Yeah, we get around.
Yeah.
We know each other really well, I think. We've done something similar. We've streamed on your Twitch channel, Casey, for with our partners, right? Seeing how well we knew.
Yeah,
our
we
better
did
halves.
we did a what is it called? The Newlywed Game type game.
Yeah.
With this exact group plus Jesse's partner.
Yeah.
And that was a ton of fun. But outside of that particular thing, we've all worked together for several years. Me and Jesse in particular have worked rather closely together. We've done a weekly stream for, I want to say, 5 years now.
I think it's been 5. It's definitely 4.
It's definitely 4, maybe 5.
At least
100%
3.
Yeah, at least 3, maybe 4. But then Jess joined our duo, made it a trio not too long ago. So at least I want to say maybe close to 2 years with Jess included as well. So we've done a lot of streaming.
I love that these date estimates keep going down like a reverse auction very slowly. So it's we've known each other for at least 3 days, maybe 2. I'm pretty sure we've met.
I mean, 3 days. That is correct. It's been at least 3. Somewhere
At least. Yeah, and for me and Jess, we are quite literally partners, and we're in the same room, so we know each other very well.
So you guys actually have the benefit of being able to read each other's faces during this game.
So
No.
we have we have intentionally put up a massive barrier, so we cannot see each other.
Okay,
It's helping with sound. So both me and Jess are on
Dedication.
push to talk at the moment. So if you hear a tiny bit of echo, it's because we're both like our mics are both open. We'll do our best to not have that happen. But we've put up this sound barrier as a barrier for sound and also any kind of visual communication.
For the chat, you guys can just imagine me as the barrier between them, since I am sitting between them in
Exactly.
this game. So I'm made of a special kind of foam that absorbs audio, so we should be good.
That's a
All
good.
right.
Is a good phone to be.
Let's get started with the first one. This is a fairly long one. It's a little intricate, so I might have to read this twice. Who once got picked up by someone randomly calling their hotel room, only to have the mystery suitor twist their ankle during an escape attempt?
Wow.
Yep, you're gonna have to read that at least one more time.
Escape?
Yeah, I'll give that to you one more time, since this is like a third of a plot of a college movie, it sounds like. But who, and I will say, I did ask for elaboration on this one and cut out several details. So who once got picked up by someone randomly calling their hotel room, only to have the mystery suitor twist their ankle during an escape attempt?
So which one of you
Okay.
has someone that needs to escape from you is the answer.
Yeah, wait, is the person doing the escaping or is the
Yeah,
suitor?
that's also what I was confused about at the start. It's like,
Suitor
oh,
is
suitor.
escaping.
The suitor is escaping.
right. So it's not the situation where, of course, you would need to escape from someone who randomly called your hotel room. It's no, you were
No,
the
they-
danger in the
escaping from
situation.
you.
They showed up and they were like, hey, and then they decided, no, thank you, apparently.
That is bizarre. I have so many questions.
Who's the danger? Well, from knowing you guys, I reckon. Ooh, KC could be the danger with his kung fu moves.
That's true.
Karate.
Kitchen
It works
karate,
in
KC.
hotel rooms too.
Yeah.
Karate is used for defense. You wouldn't show up in a hotel room doing karate.
But they might have opened
That's
your
not how
door,
it
saw
works.
you doing that kitchenette karate, and be like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here."
No hotel opens into the kitchen though. That's not that's not the way hotels work.
Actually, I was in Seattle a few months back for a project, and the hotel room did open into a kitchen.
Oh, roasted.
Wow. So it must be Jamaica then, because now things are falling into place.
This is it. Well, this was a couple months ago, so Jess, if it is me, I'm sorry.
I mean, I need to hear more before I judge.
So I'm going to throw this at Jesse.
I knew you were gonna do that. It does-
Jesse
I'll-
does.
It sounds like a thing I would do. Absolutely.
Yes, like Jesse does a lot of cons and stuff. I know he travels for those said cons, so I feel like he'd be in hotel rooms most often. Though whatever situation would cause someone to need to escape Jesse is still a bit of a mystery to me, but not out of the realm of possibility.
Here's what I'll say: that it's not me. Okay. This was like a mystery suitor. This is like a random. They call someone up and they're gonna like, oh, I gotta engage with this person, and the person agreed. I don't think I have the social ability to like instantly be like, oh yeah, I'll definitely hang out with a stranger and like have this domino effect of things happening.
So you'd be the one escaping, is what you're saying.
I would no, because that still requires too much social interaction. For that, I feel like this is just not a me. Sorry, Jess. I don't think this is you either.
It's not.
All right, good.
It's not. It's not
I
me.
think it's your mate. To be honest.
I kind of do too, because it's so random and it requires so much elaboration before I feel like I can understand what the heck was going on here.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like it's random enough that like it's not something he would think to have told us before. You know? But I could also see it being Jesse.
That's fair.
So, well, it's not me for one. For two and for Freeze, I agree. I don't think it's Jesse. I agree with him. I think Jesse is a very social person, but in a different kind of way, not in a oh hey. I also know that you've been with your partner for a very long time, so you know, I'm like, are you gonna pick up a mystery suitor at a hotel? I don't think. Oh, it could be Jess, but I'd be surprised if I hadn't heard this. But KC has been deflecting. He's just immediately gone, wait, you can't do karate in that kitchen? It doesn't open to the kitchen? As if,
thought that was
if
a
there
good
was a
joke.
kitchen there, it would have been him.
He also did immediately start the conversation by saying, all right, I think it's Jesse, which,
Yeah.
to be
And
fair,
nothing-
I don't disagree
I will-
necessarily.
If I were blind firing based only on the design of your little guys in this video, Jesse definitely has the most flavor coming off of them. I will say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesse's got a lot of
For
flavor.
us IRL, it's that same.
Again, I don't think that's a bad choice to look at me and go, yeah, no, I can see that. Totally fair.
All right, why don't we get some guesses in? Casey, you're furthest on the left, so let's start with you, and then we'll move left to right. So Casey, Jermaine.
So these are
Jess,
official
Jesse.
locked in.
This is the
guesses?
official lock-in. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with my guess of Jesse.
Jermaine.
Casey. I think it's Casey.
Jess.
I'm going to go with Jamate.
Jesse.
God, so torn. I'm gonna go with Jamate.
All right.
Casey's a close second.
Will the person who had a secret suitor in a hotel room please tell us the story and reveal yourself?
It was me.
God damn it!
This happened a long time ago though, so it predates any real relationships I've ever had. This was like high school time. Like I was on a trip with my family, some sort of conference they needed to go to for like their like tribal organizations and whatnot. And it was me and it's all my brothers. I have four brothers in total. Well, 3 of them were on the trip, so 4 relatively near-age guys. We all shared a hotel room. Some other person who was also brought by their parents to this conference, a girl, I guess, noticed all these handsome men's all in one room, and so looked at the room number and just dialed into it. I happened to be the one to pick up the phone, and yeah, she basically like talked me up and picked me up from that random phone call. I went to go see her. She was just down the hall, and things led from one thing to another.
Jesus
And
Christ!
She look, this is high school. It wasn't like full on whatever. We were just like heavy
What if she'd
petting
been
type
like,
stuff.
"Oh, I was hoping for brother number 2."
Yeah.
Like,
She didn't seem picky. Like that's like she really didn't seem that picky about the situation. But we started making out and stuff, and she thought she heard her people coming back. So she sprung up, jumped off the bed, and twisted her ankle.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
okay, so she wasn't escaping you; she was just
No.
escaping the situation.
Yeah, she was trying to run from her own consequences.
Trying to get
But
to brother
luckily,
number 2, let's be real.
her parents didn't come back. And so she just felt really embarrassed. So that was kind of the end of of the situation because she was very hurt and she was very embarrassed.
Oh.
Aw.
Luckily for her, I feel like a twisted ankle is the most like that can happen. You can be walking down a flat hallway and get a twisted ankle. So like you don't need to explain yourself to your parents. So that could have been a lot worse. But yeah, that is 1 point for Jamate and nobody else, I believe. You almost got away with it.
Dang, I thought
Should've
Casey
known.
was too obvious.
It's kitchen
Right?
karate. That's what let it go. I just knew as soon as you deflected off the kitchen karate, I was like, well, you're done for, mate. You're done.
Deflection. That's a real karate
Dang.
move, too. So,
It's true. It's a defense. It's a
He did
defense.
say he was defensive. All right, let's go to the
Need a
next
butter
one. Who used magic to get a promotion?
It seems too obvious.
Yes,
Like,
this
does
also
seem too
seems
obvious.
way too obvious.
It's very obvious.
Then why would I pick that as a prompt?
Right. that's
Because
the
we
thing.
would all be saying, you knew we'd all be saying this
Yeah.
and second
that-
guessing it.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we
this
point at each other.
you're assuming this is like card trick magic rather than like witchcraft.
Yeah, from the
magic.
professional magician.
They're saying this
Jermaine.
because I used to be
Oh.
a professional magician.
You're
You
a
say used to
professional
be. I've
magician.
seen you do tricks.
Yeah, you're still a magician.
Yeah, but I don't currently do it professionally. I'm now a dumb shit YouTuber.
I don't think the prompt said what professional magic was used to
Yeah.
get a promotion. It was just magic.
Can you imagine if he sent that to me? It was like, make sure you say, who professionally did magic? I'm not a scrub. Like how people get really uppity when they're like, you need to call me doctor instead of mister.
Yeah.
They're illusions.
What was the question again? It's to get a promotion?
To get a promotion. So, at a job, presumably.
This is tricky because I'm going to feel really bad if I don't guess Jay. And then it is because it's so obvious.
Right.
But also, it would be incredible if this one was Jello's.
That's
Yeah, but, like,
true. We
it's not Jello.
don't know much about your magic
You are the only
prowess.
guys. As far as I know, Jello doesn't know I was a magician. But
I
you
didn't know
fuckers
that,
do.
no. Yeah.
You
that-
guys do.
So this could be someone trying to throw you under the bus and get away with it, or it could be
Yeah.
an incredible
Get all the
double bluff
points.
from you. And again, I have no fucking clue. I don't know what any of your secret backstories are, other than what you've handed me. I will say, for my own defense, real quick, I am so bad at sleight of hand and tricks like that. I can't bridge a deck of cards or shuffle a deck of cards normal style.
Well, hold on. It doesn't say magic trick. It just says magic. You could be casting a spell.
I am.
It also doesn't say did magic successfully.
That's
Maybe you
also
failed
true.
at a magic trick and it was really endearing.
yeah, the idea that
promotion came from failure.
you fucked up magic so bad, and someone was like, "Hey, man, I see you're down on your luck. Do you want to get a raise?"
Oh, that was cute. Would you like a $10 an hour raise? I
Like,
just
off the
think
strength of
someone's
this-
trying to throw me under the bus, and someone here well, you all do. You know I do magic, and you're like, well, this would be the obvious one. But I'm thinking, which of you fuckers is smart enough to do that? No offense.
None taken, because I was going down a similar route of thought. Like, if this was supposed to be kind of a red herring, I think Jess is probably best positioned to throw it out there, because I don't believe I've ever heard her mention anything about magic, but her doing witchcraft seems very on brand.
True.
We
True,
were
but also the same
literally
for
talking
Jesse.
about our what we have done in spell casting whatever last night, and I feel like the answer was basically none.
Yeah, but if you look at our
But-
sides of the couch, one side looks especially more spellcastery than the other. Let's be real.
Can
Bunch
I
of
just
witches
say?
and brooms and bats over there?
Can I say, Jermaine, knowing now that you are a professional magician and the outfit that you are wearing here with like your little hard hat that you use on your show,
Yeah.
I'm imagining a magician going like, I have to disguise myself as a different cartoon busy town level profession. And, like putting on it and
Yeah,
not like,
that's
oh, I'm
my
a salary
career
man.
hopping.
Like, I'm a firefighter. Like a really
Oh
visual.
yeah. Next time I come on the show, I'll have a mustache and I'll be Policeman Jay.
And I'll be like, who is this?
Just
Never
cycling
met
through
you
the
in my
members
life.
of the village people.
Yeah. Those are my Power Rangers. I'm gonna
Is reading
go for
chat
each one.
cheating? Because I know they don't know the secrets, but they just tip me off to a
read
good...
chat. I keep my eye on them all the time. The only time there was ever a danger is one of my friends was on one of these like 9 months ago, and someone unprompted happened to bring up something that friend had mentioned that was one of her
Wow.
submitted prompts in the lineup.
Oh, wow.
So I swapped
Dang.
it. So
Okay.
I will say chat is, I mean, you guys all stream, so you know this. Chat is so much more unhelpful than they are helpful with this kind of deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
That is a very true statement.
No, but someone in there will get it exactly right
Oh, totally.
amidst all the wrong answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but someone mentioned that oh, I bet this is about the trading card game
Magic the Gathering.
And
Yeah.
holy shit, Jesse plays a shit ton of Magic the Gathering.
I don't know about a shit. I mean, I know how to. I've got decks behind me.
A piss ton, Casey.
Like,
Come on, be reasonable.
And I believe Jesse would be good enough to wager a promotion on a
Has Jesse
Magic
been
match.
in a job where the person in charge of hiring, firing, and promotions also plays Magic?
I mean, I was a manager at Spirit Halloween, so you know.
Well, there
Shocker.
We go. Well,
You've also
Right?
you've also had a job at a church, and depending on who you ask,
Also
there's some
true.
magic going on there too.
Yeah, I am curious
Magic
to
is
see
crap.
whether this does skew towards magician magic or like witchcraft magic. So let's get our guesses in. Jemate, you start, and it's gonna rotate right. So who do you think is the secret magician?
Jay?
Are you there, Jay?
He made himself disappear.
Oh my
Magic
God.
trick.
He might be having a audio or internet issue. Internet, apparently. Uh-oh.
It's wild that he is and you're not, and you're on
Yeah,
the same
what?
internet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey!
Welcome back.
Well, hey, hello. Sorry, it just kicked out for a magical second. For this, I think someone's because of the common knowledge that I used to be a magician. I think someone's trying to do a massive ploy. I think the Magic the Gathering side would also tie this together nicely, but I think that's too clever. I'll give you guys credit for one, but not for two. I reckon I was gonna guess Jesse, but I think it's Jess.
All right, Jess, what do you think?
I just want to say this would be wild if it was Casey again. However, I feel like I don't know this one. Therefore, I'm gonna go with Jemate just because if it turns out that it is as straightforward as it sounds, I'm gonna feel really bad for not guessing it. So going with Jay.
All right, Jesse.
I don't think it's a double bluff from Jemate, and if I'm wrong, I am going to storm away from my computer. I don't think it's Casey. So that's between Jello and Jess, so I'm going Jess.
Okay, and Casey.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Jesse. I do think Jesse is clever enough to come up with a double ruse like this because
Aw,
Jesse
that's so sweet.
Jesse is an incredible liar. Like he's a surprisingly good liar. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess Jesse.
All right. In that case, our guesses are in. Will the magician please promote themselves to an appearing act and let us know who they are?
Takes off hard hat. It was me.
Yes. Thank God.
Hello, fuckers.
You bastard! It was a double bluff.
I know, and I nearly got away with it if it wasn't for that dastardly chest. If only. Yeah, it was me. When I used to work in a school, this was before I stopped doing magic professionally. I was working at a school teaching special needs children, and I'd only been there a few months. And I used to, because they're children, they love tricks, so they would ask me to do them. And one of the things was I went to go see the principal and was like, oh, hey, yeah, I've done X, Y, and Z. And a kid came in and said, oh, can you do a trick? So I very quickly did a trick for them. And then the principal was like, oh, that was really cool. If you're so good, make X card appear over there. And I just walked over to that place and pulled that card out from where he asked. And he was like, what? And then we really hit it off. And then the same day he offered me a promotion.
That's crazy, actually.
That is nuts.
Wow.
The amount of friends I have who are trying to get into like children's education in various fields would kill for the opportunity to get a raise or a promotion via a card trick.
It was also to do with like I'd already studied and worked in games, and for the kids I was working with, we would like on and off do like half an hour of learning. You got to realize the kids I was working with were special educational needs kids, who had, to no fault of the other teachers, been neglected by the school system. So they didn't want to learn, they didn't want to do anything. So what I would do was do half an hour of learning and then half an hour of games. Like we'd just play games. and the success rate of those kids went up from, I think it was like 20-something% up to 75. So
wow.
the principal already really liked what I was doing, and then I just like blew his tits off with a dumb trick, and then he was like, "You're in."
That's it. I was on the fence about giving you that promotion, but you know what?
Then COVID happened. You know, what
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
I love the
COVID strikes
visual.
again.
I love that you phrased it as blew his tits off with a trick, because I'm imagining literally exploding open his rib cage, and there next to the beating heart is like the 7 of diamonds, and you're like, "Is that your card?" And he's like, "Oh
Yeah,
my god."
That is my card. My final
You
dying
made
wish
his
is giving
tits
you a promotion.
disappear.
Or you just walk in and he's like, "Neat trick, but you can't blow my tits off." Fucking just blow that man's tits clean off.
God, the stuff they ask of educators is so unreasonable these
I
days.
know. That's why I had to leave. It was too much.
Oh, you have your master's degree in education. That's cool, but can you blow my tits off? That's really
Oh
what's
no,
gonna matter
I
here.
skipped that class.
Like, can we get HR in this meeting with us, please?
All right, let's move on to the next prompt. Who painted their face in actual human blood?
Oh no.
Jesse Galena.
Everybody's looking at this side of the couch for sure.
You are dressed as a Dracula. It's-
That man's a Dragula.
Yeah, which means I know where the blood's supposed to go
In
your
your mouth.
Not your face.
in the mouth hole.
Oh, this is okay. Wait, I could see Jess doing this as well.
Yeah, this
What's
seems
that
just
supposed to
coded.
mean?
It's absolutely just coded, and like I could see.
Why would you say that?
It's like a I just got to college rebellion thing. It's like, my mom would never let me paint my face with blood, so I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
Please. I dyed my hair. That was my college rebellion.
With what did you dye your hair, though? Was it human blood?
No comment.
The best shade of red.
Jess, you do have a tattoo of a skull on your arm.
What's that got to do with anything at all?
Well,
Skeletons
in order
don't
to
have
get,
blood.
you gotta go through a lot of blood to get to the skull. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I also have a Venus flytrap around my head, so like I can understand if I'm getting picked for this one.
Can I
Sorry,
can I
what?
hear the question
You
one
what?
more time?
My collar looks like a Venus flytrap.
Oh, okay.
Can I hear the question one more time, please?
Can you hear the question? Who painted
Yes.
their face in actual human blood?
Painted their face. So like it's not like, oh, I happened to get a bunch of blood on my face. This was an intentional thing.
It sounds like it.
I mean, the word is painted, so like you would
Right.
imagine they, did it on purpose.
I think this is Jess.
Why?
I think
I can.
like
No,
again, this
carry
seems
on.
kind of on the nose. Like it seems on the nose. Like, okay, of course the goths played
It
around
could have
with
been on her nose.
What was the whole face?
like of course because goths love darkness and da 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 da.
Someone in
But
chat
I
says
feel like-
they didn't specify if it's real or fake blood. It says actual human blood.
Actual human.
Yeah, actual human
that
blood,
sounds
yeah.
real.
So I don't know. It just feels like I feel like it's either Jess or Jesse. And yes, I'm stereotyping, but it's not. It's not Jesse because I think Jesse's a little too squeamish for that.
Hmm.
I don't think Jesse would be comfortable putting human blood all over his face. I think
I want to
Jess
know
has
if it was
a bit
their
more
own
stomach.
blood or somebody else's blood.
Yeah,
That's a
someone in
good
chat
question,
mentioned
actually.
a nosebleed, and that is a.
What?
I
You
don't feel like
just somebody
that's
whose
painted,
nose
though.
was bleeding, and you just decided, well, I'll just put
It
this
could've
on
been
my
their
face.
blood.
I will say, I did
could've
say
been your
you
own
guys had good stories, and if this turns out to be that someone was like, "Oh, what have I done? I got a nosebleed. I guess I painted my face in blood." That would be the lamest possible resolution to this.
Also,
But
that's
also-
a lot of blood to come out of your nose.
Yeah.
I mean, not to point fingers more at me. I've had some horrendous nosebleeds in my life
Yeah,
that like could have painted my face.
I had a balloon sinuplasty, which is where they put a balloon inside your face and expand it to crack open your sinuses, and that caused me
Whoa.
to bleed for like 2 weeks straight. But I did not paint myself with that blood.
How are you alive?
Barely, because that surgeon did the initial surgery well and then did the follow-up so bad that I still have a wound in my sinuses that I feel when the weather changes like an old man.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the
That's
worst
crazy.
superpower.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well,
I'm getting a migraine. I guess it's gonna rain.
I was originally erring towards Jess, but I've heard Jesse not deflect, but say, "Oh, hey, it could be me," not to point the blame at me again, which is very trying to point at yourself when it is you in hopes that other people don't actually pick you. So I think it's Jesse.
I also feel like the phrase "actual human blood" is something Jesse would say.
It may have been rephrased. It may have been rephrased. Jello said.
Yeah, these have been
That is
rewritten.
true.
And I'll give you that. Not to add more points to Jamate's point, but that does sound like something I would write. You are correct. Is using the word actual.
All right.
Oh no, the third one's really thrown me off, Jesse. What have you done?
Yeah, Jesse's guess going to be himself.
Let's get our guesses in. Let's see which way that coin falls. Jess, who do you think painted their face in actual human blood?
Oh, that's right. I'm going first. Well, this might be crazy, but I think I'm gonna go with Jello for this one
Okay.
because he probably saw two goth presenting people in this call and was like, I have a story that could plausibly be blamed on one of them. So that's what I'm going with. It's a long shot, but we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna give you props. That is like so exactly something I would do. That's a very good theory. So Jesse, who do you think?
I'm following Jess's lead. That's too. I was gonna say Jess, but I am swayed. Jello,
Okay.
I think you are clever, and boom,
All right,
you're my
Casey.
guess too.
I'm sticking with my guns. I think this is Jess. I think she had a very particular introduction to her gothness, and this just one of many stories.
Jemate?
I'm gonna go with the triple double dog dare bluff, and I'm gonna go with Jesse Galena.
All right. Will the decidedly red-handed painter reveal themselves? Okay, so Jess fucking nailed this, actually. This is exactly what I was hoping. And
That's why I'm so upset. I guess first I was like, I've got you. I know what's happening here.
yeah, you cold read me directly, which is great. Also, congrats. You two are the first to ever guess me. I've gotten away with every single one of these on this show
Ever?
so far. Yeah, no,
Wow.
literally
Wow.
ever. No one ever gets me. So you nailed it. And the funny thing is, I was trying to do this twice in a row with the magic thing, because I didn't fucking know Jemate was a magician. I wouldn't have even put this on there if I knew that. I definitely wouldn't have put it near the top. Okay, so that's 1 point for each of you guys. So
God damn it, Jesse.
Yeah, I gotta know this story.
So I did this when I was a freshman year of college. You know how there's like, you know how with back to school shopping, there's like, they market a bunch of like cheap shit to kids, and
Like
also like
human blood.
human blood. There was this bucket of human blood next to the dry erase boards, and I was like, I gotta try it. And college was so expensive. I was like, you guys are trying to squeeze blood from a stone. I don't have that much. Wait. No, but one of the things they sell is these like shitty little carriers for all your hygiene products to like bring into the shower, since you're using communal showers if you're in a public dorm, which I was.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things in my shitty little, like, it's basically a plastic version of the paper pulp things that like McDonald's puts their drinks in with the 4 cup holders.
Yeah.
But so I had a face up razor in one of them, and it happened to be exactly where I stuck my thumb in to grab the whole thing, and I grabbed pretty hard. And I don't think I hit bone, but have you ever had an injury where your brain actually realizes what happened before your nerve endings do, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
oh, this is gonna suck.
Exact thing.
Just did this
not
recently.
long ago.
Yeah.
This this exact thing.
Yeah,
I was
and-
on stream and Jess did it in the shower, and I just heard her like going, "Oh."
Oh no!
in the bathroom. And I was like mid podcast and was like, I have to be right back. I think something's seriously wrong.
Yeah, I had to have him stop the podcast momentarily because I could not contain the blood that was gushing out of me. by myself.
So this was also almost you, to my credit.
I didn't put it on my face though.
That's true. I didn't tell the freak ass part of the story. I've only mentioned that I was unlucky. So it was like, I don't know, at least like half a centimeter into my thumb. And I was like, when I pull this out, which I have to do, it's going to bleed so much. And it did. It was like bleeding an ungodly amount. And I was like, I'm in the public bathroom. I've got this shitty tissue paper. I can try and stop the bleeding as much as I can. And it wasn't working that well. And I was like, you know, when am I going to have this much blood again? And I got nothing to do with it. Like, it's just going to go down the drain. And, like, I had just come out of the shower. So I was, like, mostly naked in a towel that I was desperately trying not to touch. And I was like, well, maybe to give it some time, I don't know why I'm trying to justify this. I just chose to do this. I started doing, like, elaborate war paint face painting with my... Because it was on my thumb, so I could just finger paint as it came out.
Yeah, pretty convenient in hindsight.
Pretty convenient.
Yeah.
And... most of my face was covered at one point, and you know, I was doing like, yeah, I'm gonna get you voices and shit. And I was like, kind of hoping someone would walk in so I would be someone's college story, but no one did. But yeah, I was
You
mostly
probably like get sent.
Yeah.
Probably get sent to some sort of medical professional, whether that be physical or mental. If someone walked in on you doing that,
chat turning on me. Never mind, the voice is crazy. Listen, sometimes you get an opportunity
That's
to
the part. That's too far. The voice chat. Come on.
Sometimes you get an opportunity to do something that hopefully you'll never get another opportunity to do. And I was like, when am I going to have this much blood again? Hopefully never. So I don't know.
On your deathbed, you can be like, "Thank God I did that."
Yeah,
And I did the voice.
Surrounded by friends and family, and I'll be like, I lived a good life. And then it like cartoon thought bubble pops out of me and it's me screaming covered in blood. And then it cuts back to me. And then I die.
I'll get you.
A life well lived.
Yep.
Yeah. One of my mods, Clotted Scream, has been in that exact dorm, albeit several years later. That is not the weirdest thing that's happened in that dorm. I don't even think that's top 50.
I bet.
All
All
right.
Get weird.
Yeah.
College, right?
College, you gotta find yourself, even if that self was in you all along and was red and ferrous. Let's move on to the next one. Congrats again for getting me. Who was so surprised to see an artist they love that they screamed in the artist's face and ran away in shame?
I think I know this one.
You think you know
You
this
think
one?
you know?
I think I know who this is, and I feel like because of that, I should not say anything more.
Oh.
It's Jess.
But what
Yeah,
if
that's
we
an
ask nicely?
incredible deflect from Jess.
I think you're too smart for your own good, Jess. I think it's you.
Then I wouldn't be too smart for my own good, would I?
Ooh, Gundam.
Oh shit! I can't deal with the multi deflects. It really hurts. My
That would
brain.
be precisely smart enough for everyone else's good,
I love
not my own.
Jamaic keeps doing these, like, I think I've got you, Death Note out loud monologues, and the instant someone moves their pawn on the other side of the board, he goes, fuck, 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 fuck.
I'm just hoping
playing
they'll
this
cave.
bubble.
I need them to cave. I need them to Columbo. I'm not here for the Sherlock bullshit. I'm Columbo.
Oh man, yeah, this.
Ooh, and I get
is
to go last
tough.
this time. Yes. No one
know
can
that
copy
I'm
my
first.
answer.
I immediately thought of Jesse when he said, "Oh, I met an artist that I loved and had this sort of uncontrollable reaction." But then again, I feel like that's a Jay thing too.
That is, yeah.
What? When have you ever seen me scream? Okay, Casey, you've
All
known me
right.
for a long
As
time.
an artist?
When have you ever seen me in a situation where my my default action is not to just talk.
Right,
That's
it's to
fair.
scream.
It's fair.
Yes,
loud
have you
sudden
ever
talk.
seen me just
But
scream
you
and walk
are-
away from anything?
You are such a fan. Like Jay, you love, and like I know Jello's using the term art, but I feel like that could be like an art director or a game designer or whatnot. And you've been in the industry a little bit now. You are meeting folks and people. So I do believe that there's a possibility you came across someone somewhere and then had a visceral reaction that you probably couldn't control because like you are a fan of the creative arts.
I'm the king of schmoozing. I go for it. If you want to not get a point, you can go for me. I genuinely do think it's Jess because you didn't specify what type of art, but I think artist, like it's not a musical artist or anything. I think Jess maybe once met a drag queen and screamed and ran away.
Oh.
You think?
I'm
Like, why do you not know that happened?
Yeah, I love
to
that.
his credit, I feel like that would also potentially happen in a setting that's like loud, where screaming would not be quite as weird.
Oh.
You know, like in a place with a venue with
That's a
loud
fair
music, or like people
That
are,
depends.
you know, under the influence. Maybe people are screaming there already.
But it's-
However,
but it's-
I think I know who this is, and it's not me, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Also, Jess doesn't leave her house. She said this multiple times. I can't imagine her at a venue.
I mean,
with
right
loud
now
music
would
or
make-
whatever.
She
But that
hates
would be
leaving,
like,
she
you
hates leaving
never-
her house
Prefer not
so
to.
much that there's currently an extra wall between her and another person.
And that wall is huge.
Yeah. Here, let me just elongate to really create. Oh no, I fucking hate. Why does Discord work this way? Never mind. This joke isn't worth fucking up my OBS.
What is your guess, Jesse?
The drag queen makes a lot of sense. I feel like what Casey said for artist and Jamate being in the industry, I was originally thinking, oh, I bet it was someone that has to do with Berserk. And then
Well, he's
Casey
dead,
brought up,
so
well. All right, well,
I didn't
That
start
would-
reading
now
it
the
until he was
screen
dead.
Depending on the
makes even more
circumstance,
sense now.
yeah, that could be a great reason to scream if you encounter
Scream at
him.
his grave.
Yeah, the ghost came back, and you were like, ah! Like, yeah. But I
No,
think
he saw
someone in the game
Jello,
industry-
and Jello had blood all over his face, so he screamed.
Why would
Natural
you?
reaction.
I was being so normal. Why would you scream?
Yeah, that's my thinking on it, which is informed by Casey. And last time I followed someone, it was Jess. Jess led me to a point, so now I feel like making my own choices is a bad decision.
I mean, look at my score though. So
Oh, I didn't realize her scores were on the screen.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, Jesse, why don't you put your points where your mouth is? Why don't you guess? Who do you think this was?
Yeah, my points are I can't make that metaphor work. Jamate.
All right,
Something points Jamate's mouth. I don't know.
Casey.
My
I'm gonna
mouth.
put my points in Jamate's mouth. Is that where that was going?
Yeah.
Please don't.
Casey, who do you think?
Oh man.
That got me.
Okay. Yeah, I am gonna pick Jamate.
Jamate?
I think it's Jess.
Jess?
This is Jesse.
All right. Will the screamer please recreate the scream and reveal themselves? It is Jesse.
That's probably what it sounded like.
Okay, explain
That was
yourself.
such a curt scream.
It wasn't a good scream. It wasn't
even a good scream. So you
No, it
ran
wasn't.
away, and the person in question was like, "What a shit scream!" Like,
Terrible scream. Forever known as the shit screamer.
I think I know who this was. I think I know whose face you screamed in.
You might. this is someone that I don't want to say who it is on stream, because it is someone that I have met multiple times after this and have tried to avoid them in professional settings.
Wow.
Because you screamed in their face.
Because I don't know if they remember. It was at a convention, and I did not think this person was there. It was an artist that I really like. And I looked at the who was going to be there, and I did not see their name. And so it was absolutely packed, like just shoulder to shoulder people. I was very uncomfortable. But it was I was in like a vendor's room where it's like everybody's got their stuff out, and like at this convention, everybody was kind of doing, hawking their own stuff. And I am shoulder to shoulder with people doing like an assembly line shuffle from table to table to table. And so I am not looking anywhere but like straight down at items, trying to get through this entire thing to figure out what stuff I want to get. And I'm pushed to the side, and I see a book, and I'm like, oh, I recognize this. That's cool. And then I see another book from the same person. I'm like, oh, maybe like the publisher or something of this person is here doing it, because they're not here. And then I lift my head up, and I don't think they were leaning over the table to be closer to me, but that's what it felt like. And directly in front of my face, making eye contact, was the person whose books they were, whose art and career I had followed for a while, and was like, wow, this person's really awesome. And was just staring me directly in the face. It felt so much closer than I'm sure it was, but it seemed like they were right there. And I just screamed out of surprise. And
just a jump scare, yeah.
Yeah, it was a jump scare. It was absolutely jump scare. And then I tried to recover and was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know you were going to be here. I didn't see your stuff. I'm a big fan. I would have brought stuff to get signed. And then I stopped talking mid-sentence, turned around, and left. And I have tried to avoid them every other chance, despite seeing them multiple
But you've met them again
times.
in professional settings, right?
Yes, I have seen them multiple times in different professional settings. I hope they don't remember me.
Josie, I highly doubt they do, but I just want to say, if this is the person I think it is, and I'm pretty sure, I believe they'd be pleased by your reaction.
That's funny. I would bet my points you do know who this is.
I love someone in chat. Was it Yahtzee? The idea that Jess has been avoiding Yahtzee on your own channel this whole fucking time.
We all speak to Yahtzee daily.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that Jess is always facing the other way in a corner, going, go away, go away, go away, the entire time?
It is no one from that works at Second
Why you have your eyes closed every time you're on Yahtzee tries.
Yeah.
Can you give us at least, I know you don't want to name them, but can you give us like the field they work in?
Yeah, like are they just like artist, like a...
They are multifaceted. They are an artist, but they do a lot of things.
Is it Skeletor?
It's
the famous artist
Skeletor. I was going out on a limb.
Yeah. To reassure you there, anyone who's done conventions more than twice, I feel like that would just be like, yep, that was the 7th weirdest interaction at today.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I'm sure they don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think anything about my interaction was like wholly negative, which is a good thing in this won't really sink into the memory banks for them.
Yeah.
Is the hope.
I did we did signings for I did a book called Epithet Erase Prison of Plastic, and a lot of the audience base is like young, like late teen, very shy queer kids, and they would like come up and literally be like shaking head to toe. I'm also giant, which doesn't help. I'm 6'5".
You're a wall.
I am a wall professionally, and like because I'm made of that auditory foam. Even if Jesse screamed in my face, it wouldn't even bounce off. No one else would hear it.
Wouldn't even hit your ears. Makes conversations real difficult.
Yeah, if you scream blood-drenched face, absolutely nothing would happen.
Oh my god!
And
You show up with your face painted in blood, and then you capture their screams. What
I
the fuck is
capture their
going on?
screams, and I lean in and go, "No one will believe you." No, but like, so many of these poor kids will be like, I'm sorry, I'm being really awkward or whatever. It's like anyone who has the wherewithal to think they fucked up at a convention, you're already in like the 60th percentile of like normal person. It's fine. Don't even worry.
A solid point.
Yeah, also, artists are all weird in their own ways. It's fine. You were in
That's
good
true.
company.
Would it have made you feel better if they screamed back?
Honestly, yeah. That would have been like if I screamed, then they screamed. I don't know. Maybe we would have equalized in some way. It was just all the embarrassment was on my side at that point.
All right.
That's an adorable story.
Thank
That is
you.
a nice story. Let's go on to the next story, which is who lied about their age to get into an 18+ online RPG clan and then proceeded to usurp the clan leader. Which just really could be a video special on Second Wind on several different shows, I think.
Yeah,
like,
I want
as
to
to
watch
how
this
to do this.
video essay for sure. I'm sorry, Casey. I don't think it's you. I don't think
course it's not
you're
me.
you're hard
You're
enough.
deflecting real hard right now, Jesse.
I
That
never
said, this
usurped
feels like a
anything.
Jay move. This just feels like something Jay would do.
I mean, Jay
okay,
did
fair.
live in like a hamlet and probably had nothing else to do. So like, yeah. I could believe that.
Who else is playing online RPGs also?
I am the online RPG gent of this of this cohort, but it ain't me.
It's definitely Jimate.
Have
in-
fun getting no points.
Someone in
I
chat
could
is...
see Casey doing like the usurping part of the deal. Maybe not so much the
Why?
lying about his
I don't usurp
not even
anyone.
on purpose. Like you would just become the de facto leader. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
guess what I'm
most-
trying to say is I have no idea who this is.
That's the guiltiest phrase I think I've ever heard. What? I don't usurp anyone.
Name one
Have you
usurpation
ever
I
seen
did.
me one
I'm
usurper?
voted as leader.
They chose me. It's different.
No, I kind of think this could be Jess, mainly because of the idea that they had to lie about their age, because Jess is quite a bit younger than the rest of us, and I feel like
Yeah.
no one here remembers
Not
much
Jay.
before they were
Jay's
18.
only a year younger than me. Sorry, year older than me.
I'm 30.
Oh, I had no idea Jay was that young.
Also-
Actually,
I got my first gaming PC 3 years ago. I was well above the age of 18.
I mean, did your household not have a PC that you went online with?
It was very heavily monitored and like, yeah, not allowed to use that for anything except like Microsoft Word. Essentially,
if-
I don't know
if
why
it
I'm
was
trying to
you-
convince you this wasn't me. It's just.
What you're saying is if this was you, it would have been like on top of the social manipulation of usurping the clan, that would have been like a heist process of you getting to
Yes,
the
it would
computer.
have been incredibly
Just being
difficult
allowed to be
to do.
online in general, right?
Makes it more impressive.
But maybe that's why
That does complicate things.
she had to usurp and become the leader, and that was the like justification for like, no, mom, dad, I have to be here using the family computer. I run this guild. They'll
That's
fall
God.
apart with that.
I don't know if that argument would work.
Imagining a parent going okay to that argument, I kind of can't do it. I will say, I couldn't convince my mom that like I couldn't save during trainer battles in Pokemon. Like that's an uphill battle. Be like, this is my guild, mother.
See, the thing is I, as everyone here, we're all good friends, and you know I'm a huge MMO guy. Like I have like close to 10k hours across multiple MMOs. Like I'm massive into them. So I wouldn't put it past you if any of you voted for me, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, this is not me. So, and I can't say it's not Jess. Casey, I think you're more of a console guy.
They got JRPGs on. I didn't even say JRPG. I'm so bad at this.
I've never usurped anyone.
Jesse, if he somehow accidentally usurped the clan leader, like if it was all a mistake.
Yeah, it could be Jesse. That's
okay.
what I'm leaning towards.
I don't know.
I
Jay
like-
kind of convinced
I
me
like
with
that you
his
think
whole
it's me.
spiel.
Yeah, I
What,
don't
convinced you that it was me? What?
Yeah, like you're trying to throw us off the set. I'm like, oh, you do have like 10,000 hours in online RPG.
Yeah, that's
Why
why
did I
was
give you
thinking.
more fucking fuel?
He did this multiple times as a minor. Like that was just Tuesday.
He's even dressed as a minor. It has to be.
Oh my gosh!
I
All
can
right.
see this being any one of us to a certain extent, unfortunately, which makes this
let's-
very difficult.
Let's find out who it was. Casey, it's wrapped back around to you going first.
Yeah, I think Jamae's argument was very convincing. I'm going to go ahead and pick Jay for this.
Motherfucker.
All right. What do you think, Jay?
I think it's Jello.
You think? Do you want to know? Guess what 2 MMOs I played growing up as a minor, and then I want you
Club
to imagine
Penguin.
Club Penguin in Toontown, and I want you to imagine usurping a clan leader. In either of
Usurping a
those.
Toontown guild.
I don't think either of those. I don't know because the Toontown I played like 3 years ago was a fan recreation, and they added
Alright,
things. I
alright.
don't know, but
I'm committing, Jello.
all right, Jess, who do you think it was?
I'm gonna go with Jay for this one.
And Jesse.
Absolutely, Jamae.
All right. Usurper, please make yourself known in the 3rd act plot twist.
It was me. Of course, it was me.
Once again, God.
That's 3 points. That's a full 3 points.
Jessica, what?
Son of a gun. Jay, if
I'm
you weren't
pretty
so
good at this
goddamn
game, as it turns
convincing,
out.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
your deflection was too convincing.
right?
I'm trying to get you guys points.
All right, Jess, how did you usurp? I'm curious.
So this is all a very fuzzy memory, I must say, because it was a long time ago. I don't even recall how old I was, probably like 16-ish. And it was a game that could be played on mobile, which is why I was able to do it. Yeah, it was
other
not a good
thought.
game. It was a real shit game with a bunch of like microtransactions and crap called Dark Summoner, I believe. And I don't even remember why I got into it. But yeah, long story short, there was just for whatever reason, there are clans in this game. And like, there would be group chats with the clan members. And like this one in particular only allowed members who were 18 and above. So I said I was 18. I was not. And then I just became friends with the people in there. Did a little schmoozing around. Decided I didn't like the current clan leader, and just convinced everyone slowly to have me replace her.
It was so chest
Diabolical.
coded. I should
What
have
the
thought.
fuck? How have I never heard this story before, Jeff?
Because I had to dig real deep to come up with this. Like,
Do you
this
You've
was
oppressed
so long
these
ago, I
evil
barely remember it.
do you remember
but yeah.
any of the logistics of what it takes to usurp a clan leader in this like shitty mobile game? Like, was it just like you leaned into their ear? It's like, you shouldn't be spending so much money on pay to play, Deborah. Leave, or like, what was it?
I don't remember any specifics, just like being like, oh yeah, so what's your relationship with this person? Like, she's kind of, I don't know. It was a little insidious of me. I was a little shit. But it was never the plan. It wasn't the plan to become the clan leader. I was just like, oh, I don't really like this person who's in charge. And then that got everyone else to eventually say they didn't either.
You didn't really want to usurp anyone. You just wanted to kill. You just wanted an assassination, and you're like, well, I guess someone has to do this now.
Yeah, like
You just slipped into the power vacuum.
Yeah, I was bored, you know?
Yes.
It happens.
You did this while you were at like an all-girls Christian school.
That's
Yeah.
the least
That's where they
strange
do
place.
it.
Yeah, that is the most expected place this would happen, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also,
Amazing.
thank you, Jack, for $100. Wow.
Jack.
Hey, Jack Packard from Second Win. Yay.
Jack,
Thanks,
please
Jack.
don't hold this against me. I'm
No,
not
hold it
like
against her.
Please don't hold this against me. Was Jack the clan leader?
Every Thursday,
As
Jack's
far as
gonna
I
be scared
know,
that you're
I
gonna
think-
usurp him and take over the stream.
Jack's been hunting for the small Christian girl who overthrew him on Dark Tide Mobile.
Never a good thing on your wanted poster to be wandering around in town when you're hunting for another person. Go, have you seen a small Christian girl? not one the bounty
No,
hunter
but they
wants to
didn't
be
know
saying.
this. They thought I was a not small, not
Have
Christian
you seen
girl.
an of-age Christian girl?
Have you seen a definitely 18 plus Christian girl? That's somehow weirder that you're phrasing it that way.
Much
sir.
worse. Yeah.
Put on these cuffs, sir.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next story. Who took a devastating injury from candy?
All right, fuckers, before you say it,
Like
no,
teeth?
it's not me.
I love not knowing you guys that well and seeing who immediately feels the need to defend themselves for what. Because it's
I'm
just
also
like,
curious.
just like,
what
yes,
Jay
we
had to
all know
defend
I'm a
himself.
magician. We all know I play 16 trillion hours of MMOs. We all know I love hitting my teeth in with candy canes, but it's not me.
These are all facts about me.
You're just describing Jay. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. Wait, I'm confused, Jay. Why do you feel like you need to?
Because every time a question comes up, it's like I'm like, wait, I'm known for eating lots of sweet things. You guys were on your on your stream last night, and I know this because I was going to the bathroom and I heard you guys talking about how much sweet shit I eat and how much I like American candy. So no, this isn't me.
That is true. That did happen.
We're absolutely talking about that. Yeah.
Also, American candy.
Are we
kind of
allowed to know
within-
how many stories in this are going to be Jellos, or is it a mystery?
No, I do not reveal that. No.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
I am always a landmine you can step on. Also, thank you, just some loser, Deebsy Scrub and Anonymous for donating. Thank you to everyone who's donated. If anyone else is talking, I don't try and interrupt because then it would be obnoxious. But thank you guys. So who took a
A
candy?
devastating injury. A devastating injury.
Who's been injured? Did a
Yeah,
law
I don't
firm
know.
need to be called? Like, did Wonka's lawyers come up?
Like the word devastating makes me feel like this was like a life altering event, and therefore I think I'd have heard of it from one of you guys at this point, because we talk fun thing about Second Wind streams, they tend to always devolve into food talk.
Maybe it was Jay, and it
Ours
was
do.
only devastating because he didn't get to eat the candy afterwards.
Motherfuckers, I'm trying to get you points. Casey, listen. You need a point. It's not me.
I can't see. Jess just seems too responsible for this behavior, and I never got the sense that Jesse liked candy to that degree.
This is why, though. This is why he doesn't like candy anymore.
Because it injured me so
Because of the
profoundly.
devastating injury.
Let me flip the script here a little bit. Casey, why is it not you?
I mean,
The
that's a
other
good
person
question.
with the sweet tooth.
I don't. That is true. My only defense is I've never been a big candy eater. My sweets were always around like cakes and ice cream and like chocolate bars. Like I've never been big on literal candy. And that's it. That's all I got.
Fine.
But what if an ant brought it to you and it was individually wrapped?
Yeah.
No one knows the scenario you've just brought on.
I don't know. It sounds familiar to me.
Right.
Sorry, is that a reference to a real thing? Did you once eat a piece of candy
No, it's-
presented to you by a bug?
No. One, no. Two, I would never.
Okay.
There's a reference to our stream.
That was a
from
conversation
yesterday.
that we had yesterday.
They
yes.
commonly devolve into nonsense like that. So
Okay.
Famously
Apologies.
So, famously so.
yeah, that's kind of our brand, actually.
But no, yeah, I don't want to believe this is Jay because again, that does seem too on the nose. But I don't really see this as a Jess or Jess coded thing at all, and maybe that's why it's been brought up. So unless it's Jello, which I'm just not going to guess Jello.
I am
tell you
named
right
after
now.
a
I will.
sweet.
That's true.
But would you do two
did Jello
injury
hurt
stories?
you? Would you name yourself after the thing that devastated you?
I am famous for that. Was part of being devastated. I lost a rap battle and I had to change my name to theirs against an inanimate tin of Jello. No, I am famous for taking injuries and sicknesses pretty much nonstop, and I have taken devastating injuries from Candy. I didn't submit this though.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna guess Jello. Like I'm just gonna commit to one of you three guys. And you know what? I'm just gonna give it a 50-50. I'm gonna flip a coin, a non-existent coin, and this is Jesse. Jesse did this.
You flipped a so you just targeted me, but you attempted to sound like you weren't targeting me by flipping a non-existent coin.
No, I have this ability to just let words come out of my mouth without thinking first, and therefore I've selected Jesse.
All right, let's vote for this one. Who do we think got injured by a candy? Jamate, you start this time.
Oh, it's Casey.
Jess?
Sorry, Jay.
I was actually thinking Casey, and I couldn't tell you why. I'm just feeling the vibe.
All right, Jesse.
I'm not gonna go Jello. I think the one was the only one. I think Candy hurt Jess, and that's why Jess doesn't want to leave the house. There's so much candy out there, just waiting to hurt you again.
Never mind the people. It's the candy.
Blackjacked by a bag of Jawbreaker.
I feel like we're overstating the I don't leave the house bit. I feel like y'all don't leave your houses all that often either.
Oh,
Yes,
100%.
Fair. That's
we
fair.
both don't leave the house. When we went to the grocery store, I think yesterday, we got all our stuff, and your phrase was, "Now we don't need to leave the house again." We are both like that.
That is true.
All right, and Casey, are you sticking with Jesse?
I am sticking with Jesse. Yes.
All right. Will the person with the lethal sweet tooth please let us know, how were you devastated by candy?
All right, it had nothing to do with my sweet tooth.
Hey.
Or at least that's not where the injury was.
Random shots coming in handy.
It honestly, it does hurt a little bit watching Jesse do a good job and then just get RNG'd by, I don't know, your own brain to death. And I'm just like, well, nothing to do about that.
Yeah, but what you got to realize is that imaginary coin that he flipped was Jesse's face on both sides.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
no
dang.
RNG.
All right, let's hear the candy story.
Okay, so it was in high school, and at youth group, of course, and I went to a mega church, and there was a gymnasium, and you got to do something. So I was playing basketball. No, I was not good at it. I was just bored and didn't have anything else to do. And I was wearing cargo pants, and I had a Tootsie Pop in the cargo pant pocket.
Oh no. I think I see where this is going.
Oh yeah. So
Wait, I'm British. What's a Tootsie Pop?
It's
Tootsie
just a
Pop
sucker.
it's a sucker. It's a really hard shell sucker. And
What's
there's a Tootsie
sucker?
Pop in the middle that no one eats because Tootsie Pops aren't great, but the outside's
A
good.
lollipop. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
my Dickensian
Yeah.
slang, Jess.
Yeah.
It is
So,
a little
a lolly.
just really quick.
Hello, lolly, mate.
The
Oh,
quality-
I'm sucking on it. Oh.
The quality between a Tootsie Pop and the candy, I think Tootsie Pop candy is some of the best pure candy flavor there is, and then it is kind of crazy. There's a Tootsie in the middle, and it's just oh yeah, I guess that's
Right?
there too. Who cares?
Like they just
Yeah.
didn't have anywhere else to put this stuff.
They're like, we gotta hide it in better candy, or no one will eat it. Okay, so the cargo pant, the bottom rests about like close to where the side of my knee is in these pants. I'm playing basketball. I slip. I fall. And so there's the hard floor. Well, the hard floor, this hard shell candy, and then on the other side is my knee. And
hard knee, yeah.
I land on it. I shatter the Tootsie Pop and shoot the stem out of it. Like the little handle shoots out of it. Like that's how hard I hit it. I shot this thing out.
Like a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Did you also assassinate a Soviet spy at the same time? I fell, guys. Whoops. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so I fell. It hurt super bad. It swelled up something nasty. We like to the point where like I was getting looked at, and they were like, "You might have broken something here. This is enormous." Thankfully, no, I didn't break anything. I just got a terrible injury from it. It bruised so badly.
I can imagine how bad that must have hurt. Jeez.
I think it's the second biggest bruise I've ever had.
My God.
Well, yeah, imagine the guy on defense who got hit by the fucking stick.
Yeah.
I was going to say...
It just spears the basketball.
Yeah.
Game's over.
What the fuck was that?
That's why you don't play sports with things in your pockets. But, like, it was at church. Anything goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of...
said, let there be basketball.
Speaking of anything going in a church, our next story, who lost their virginity in a cathedral?
A whole cathedral.
Thank you for teeing me up, by the way.
Wow.
In a cathedral? That's badass.
That's like a super church.
Yeah.
That's like a big church, right?
Someone
Not necessarily.
It's
I mean,
old
yeah,
building.
totally.
You want to explain a bit
way
more?
To downplay
Jess?
it.
No, I've been in small cathedrals is all.
I've been in small cathedrals. Is that top of your CV?
Small Cathedrals is my band, actually.
Oh wow, that's a good band name.
They're going on
not gonna
tour
lie.
with churches.
I was waiting for someone to make that joke.
Thank you.
And Taking Back Sunday.
Ooh.
Shit!
More like taking it on Sunday.
Oh no.
So, like, I'm
I don't-
curious. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to throw some theories out. I don't know if Jay has ever gone to church.
No, I was my parents were deeply religious when I was a child. I went to church every week until I was about.
But were you
9 years old?
were you
As a
deep
child.
in it in religion in that
How
way?
deep are we talking?
I mean, something was deep somewhere. But
Like, what did the
mean,
church say in afterwards?
They said get out.
I say, I got
I
cathedral
did
is a
go to
very
church a lot,
British.
but probably not as much as you like, because some of you went to like religious schools and stuff. Like, we only have
I
like
think we all did.
one of those in the city I lived in England. We only really had one religious school, and I didn't go there. And my mum, not to get too much into detail, my mum lost her faith when I was younger, and we stopped going to church. So it's not been a huge part of my life.
Right,
except for
I
the
remember
last 10
that
years.
story. Yes.
Which is why
Yeah.
you wouldn't feel bad about doing the deed in a cathedral, because it means
Exactly.
nothing to you.
But how did you get there? Why were you in the cathedral? I don't feel like people just end up in a cathedral. You have to have been there because
You gotta
you do
find
church
yourself in a
things.
cathedral and then decide to like not just
Well, no, no,
hashtag lose your virginity.
Yeah, for the
No,
first
this
time,
is-
no, absolutely not. For the
No,
first
this is
time, no.
Some
Totally
nights,
premeditated. They
You're
were
out-
like, we need somewhere private to go. It's a Thursday evening. No one's at the cathedral.
you're
That
out
is
late at night.
Insane thought process.
You and your partner drunk off your ass. You're like freaking out. You start slamming on the church door. Sanctuary! And you get let in, and you're like, all these candles is kind of romantic. I mean, this guy up on
That
the
guy
wall's
up there,
got
he's got a
plenty
mean
of
look on
holes
his
in
eye.
him.
He's got his arms out like he wants a hug.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is
Cathedral.
Jay.
Really? Cathedral's such a British sounding word, though. Like, I feel like that's.
Is it?
I don't think it is.
Or
We have a lot of
actually,
castles.
You know what? I'm taking it all back because cathedral is Catholic. Like, that's a Catholic church, right?
I don't know if that's the rule.
literally-
Yeah, I don't know if that's true either. I'm not. I don't know 100%, but I also don't think that's right.
Now I gotta look it up.
But they both start with cat.
Yeah, Doggy.
I mean, it's a compelling argument.
Dog each. Well, I mean, it might have been. We'll find out.
Oh shit.
I honestly don't know. I'm gonna say Jess.
All right. Well, if we're ready to guess, who I think Jemade is first this time, right? Because Casey went first last. No, Casey went
I was first last
time,
time,
so
I
it's
think.
Jess.
Oh, I
I
went
was
last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, all right, Jess, who do you think this was?
Oh no. I'm gonna go with Jay, even though I feel like it's gonna be crazy if I haven't heard this story before. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with Jay anyway.
Wild if you hadn't heard that story.
Jesse.
All right. My thought was Jemate unless Jess picks Jemate, and then I pick Jess. So it's Jess.
Casey.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Jess, and Jay would probably know that story, but Jay's a liar, so I don't know. I'm just gonna pick Jess.
What the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
Jay, who do you think?
I don't
Shots
think any
fired.
of this reasoning has made sense at all, but proceed.
You throw cathedral in there, and everything goes out of whack.
Jay, who do you think it was?
I think it was Jesse.
Okay.
This is a tough one.
All right. Will the possibly Catholic, we're not sure, Edril fucker please speak up?
So surprisingly enough, I'm an atheist.
Shocker!
Got it. So bad at this game.
Jess
was
is
me.
cleaning up. With... my God.
Yeah, that's common in any game we play with Jess. Yeah, I'll spare you guys and the listeners the details. But I was young. I hadn't really done anything up until that point. And the girl I was with was, let's say, more experienced than I was. And we were just in a cathedral, and she kind of like pulled me to this like alcove. And things ensued, and I was just so shocked and so eager to not make noise because noise carries in cathedrals.
Yeah, it's pretty
So-
echoey.
Famously.
It's one of the most awkward, like unsexy things I've ever done. And I was terrified.
Yeah, no. Any sexual encounter that starts with "I was pulled into an alcove" is
Yeah, she was a bit forceful, I'll be real.
Can
A
I
bit
ask,
what?
why were you
Forceful.
in
She
the
was like-
cathedral?
Because there are cathedrals, like, you can throw a stone and hit a cathedral in England.
Freaking knew it. I should have went with my gut.
So like the kids, the youth, they just hang out in them? Like that's how they...
Well, you can go in and out of them whenever you want. Well, at least the one in my hometown. And we were just like out with a bunch of friends, and then they all left, and then we were just, it was like late at night. And yeah, they just, apparently the bishops weren't of going around looking in the alcoves. And if they did, there would have been a horrible surprise.
I mean,
So-
listen, if that happened, you could have just like walked around the corner and confessed and cleansed your soul. So like
Exactly. Maybe they were in the
Pretty
right
convenient.
alcove for that.
Maybe washed my hands in the holy water, you know?
Yeah.
Ew, please.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
don't do that.
Oh, no.
How blasphemous can we get? I'm going to hell.
We know.
All right. Next story. Who once planned to run away from home with nothing but a friend and a bag of Cookie Crisp cereal?
Like,
Which this is this wording exactly would be read by a movie announcer at like in the first, like, you know how on VHSs for kids movies they would have ads for other kids movies, like who planned to run away from home with nothing but a friend and a bag of Cookie Crisp cereal
This summer.
a talking dog and his unlikely companions.
Up until recently, we didn't have Cookie Crisp in England, so it ain't me.
I mean, what if
this is like,
what if this was like a month ago?
No, dude, what you got to realize, this was straight after the cathedral incident. I was like, I can't go back there.
I can't go back. So
forgive me, Father, for
I will be real. I will be completely honest with you guys. I never went in that cathedral again.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. The after you come into the cathedral, you never go back in.
This is true.
The image of you swinging a bindle with nothing but like a clear baggie of Cookie Crisp on it before leaving town and looking back wistfully is so funny and sad.
with a friend by your side.
That's true. That's true. You do.
Yeah,
have a
who
friend.
had friends?
I mean, but whoever this was like 4 years old at this moment. So like, you've got friends.
You say that, but
Maybe
maybe
not the friends. Who's eating Cookie Crisp? That's my question.
Cookie Crisp is delicious. What?
Cookie Crisp is okay. I like Cookie Crisp.
tell us
No,
more,
I'm not,
Casey.
no, I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying it's disgusting. I'm waiting for that reaction, Casey.
Yeah, is this
I don't
is the
think is that a weird reaction?
this is your Columbo
It's not
moment where
very
it's just
good.
like, and my wife, she doesn't really like Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp is great. I mean, dunno.
It was found at the crime scene. Glass eye fucking spins.
No, this, like, we know that, and I say we, I know that Jesse has had a bit of a rough upbringing. So I feel like when he was younger, he might have had the inclination to be like, I need to get out of this house.
That's
if he had a
fair.
rough upbringing,
However,
is he eating Cookie Crisp?
we weren't allowed sweet cereals, so I would not have had Cookie Crisp.
I can believe
Yeah,
that.
I've never had Cookie Crisp in my life. Just saying.
Jess doesn't
Wow.
really eat sweet things, so I believe that too.
Yeah. It also doesn't say that they ate Cookie Crisp. It's just what they had.
Yeah, maybe that's just what was on hand.
Maybe the friend actually orchestrated the
What's
provision.
going to take me the furthest? The Cookie Crisp. I'll pick that
You
up.
know how in like post-apocalyptic stories, like having a little bit of water or something is used as currency. Maybe if you guys didn't grow up with Cookie Crisp accessibility, you swindled some, and it was like, this is gonna be worth so much on the streets when I'm out there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They are kind of
Maybe that's
coin-shaped.
why they were running away, was because of the Cookie Crisp. It was forbidden.
How many siblings do you have, Casey?
He has three.
Why do you want to know?
We already heard the story earlier. He's got 3 or 4 other brothers.
Yeah, I don't know which ones.
Yeah,
got
those
picked
are-
up at
Plenty to
hotels
choose
and got
from.
picked
Those
up.
that's family though. Would you count your sibling as a friend?
Yeah, they wouldn't have worded it as.
Absolutely.
A
I'm
friend.
not asking, would you run away with your brother? I'm asking how many siblings.
Oh
you
wait,
have.
maybe they would have worded it that way to avoid saying a sibling, so we could
Yeah.
narrow it down. That's true.
Or maybe it wasn't a sibling, but with four kids, that's 4 times more likely to have Cookie Crisp in the house.
Where do you place in the age bracket of
What?
your siblings, Casey?
What is that? What kind of logic is that?
The more mouths to feed, the more likely you're gonna have.
The more we gotta put
Crisp.
cookies in those mouths? I don't understand this equation.
Listen, cereal works on a rotating thing. It's like NES programming where the number of child determines the cereal table that spawns. And if you have
Yeah.
4,
That's true.
that's
true.
Cookie Crisp and Raisin Bran. So
How do you
I
feel
didn't-
about Cookie Crisp, Jello?
I like Cookie Crisp okay. I haven't had it in a long time. My kind of unhealthy...
It's kind of a rare
you
cereal,
ran away.
is the thing.
My kind
Like,
of
I didn't have it in my
unhealthy
house growing up.
cereal
Right,
more on the
college.
street.
cereal
Rare, they're not
choices,
Pokemon.
Reese's Puffs, because they're a surprisingly good I need to eat something meal, since they actually, like, all cereal has a ton of like, it's got like all the vitamins you need. It is still sugary, but like, cereal's weirdly good for you, especially if you can find that shit but desugared.
I agree. I eat a lot of cereal.
Is now a good time to say that Raisin Bran is one of my favorite cereals?
Raisin Bran
Yeah,
Crunch
I'm on that boat.
absolutely fucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
good.
on that boat.
It's a little bit more sweet, and it's got the clusters in it. I love it.
Oh, the crunch is also good.
I like Special K.
Oh, the default can eat my ass.
I mix them
but
together.
The crunch? Hell yeah.
I mix Special K and Raisin Bran Crunch in the same bowl.
Really
That
living
sounds
it up here.
delicious.
But you have Cookie Crisp straight, right?
No, I
That's
really
a
only
tasty
ate Cookie Crisps on the regular once I got to college because they would have
Once
like
you
the
were a
cereal
kid.
bar things.
Once you got to college after running away from home.
Ran away to college.
Yeah, that's a really funny place to run away.
Oh no, this is worse.
My parents are funding my escape.
Consensual running away from home. All right,
Oh my
let's get our guesses in. Jesse, I believe you're first this time.
Sure, I guess. I think it's Casey. Absolutely. Final answer.
Okay, Casey.
No, I think this is Jesse. He really didn't say much of anything the entire discussion because I think he's just getting away with everyone dogpiling on me.
All right, Jay.
Well, woof woof, Casey.
Jess.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna throw myself on the pile. This is Casey.
All right, Casey. Is it a dog day for you? Are you the Cookie Crisp Bindleman?
All right, I actually was not the one
Oh, with the Cookie Crisp?
who brought the Cookie Crisp. No, it was not me.
So
I was
you
telling
brought
the truth
nothing.
that we didn't have it in the house. I brought the idea.
You're the
brought milk.
idea guy.
I brought the tactics.
And your idea was Cookie Crisp.
No. The idea was we're running away. This was we were super young. This was like elementary school. I mean,
Yeah, you brought only Cookie Crisp. I know it was super.
yeah, I mean, yeah, dumb kids. I brought nothing, so that's how I wasn't even thinking that far ahead. It was my friend who was like, "Hey, since we're planning this run away thing, I thought we could use a bag of Cookie Crisp cereal." And I was like, "Oh, that's a great idea. I'm so glad you're coming with me." But yeah,
How old were
like
you?
I want to say if this was like this was second grade because it was my first year at this. Like I used to go to Catholic schools for like kindergarten and first grade, and then I moved to a public school, and it was kind of rough at first because the kids all cursed, and they were like a lot more aggressive than like the school I had just come from. So like, I was feeling a lot of stress and whatnot. But I did have one friend, and I kind of was like, yeah, I'm gonna run away. But again, I was a young kid. Second graders are pretty stupid. I was running away from the school situation, not necessarily from home.
You're gonna run home from the school.
No, because home is gonna send me back to school. So I was like, I just need to get out of here. So I convinced my friend, like, hey, at like dismissal, like they kind of let us run around in like this sort of courtyard area before the parents come in and pick all the kids up. But like, if you just slip out that front gate, that's just the sidewalk, and you can just go. So like, we managed to like avoid detection, get out that gate, and just kind of hoof it to the end of the
That's
block.
the highway, baby. Got your
Wow.
Cookie
Yeah,
Crisp.
so we were very far away from the actual school building. If like our parents had come at that moment, they would not have known where we were. But like we got to that corner and was like, oh my god, there's like traffic. We gotta like cross streets. Like, you know what? Maybe this isn't a great idea. Maybe we should just turn around and go back. Maybe we didn't think this through. I
God bless
didn't
you
end
all.
up running away, which was probably for the best.
I have done almost the exact same thing, sans the Cookie Crisp and the friend. It was also in second grade, which is pretty funny.
Wow, I guess that's the running away year.
That's the running away year. It's when you're old enough to try running away, but still too stupid to get.
Imagine
further.
if that's a weird cut of weapons that I want to watch, which is they all run out of the buildings holding a Cookie Crisp, just in a direction, all the kids. I love it.
All right, we're a little over halfway. There's 6 stories left that I have, and just as a little score roundup, Casey has 1, Jermaine has 2, Jess has 8, and Jesse has 2. So
Jess, have you
Everything is
missed
going
a
according to
single-
plan.
Have you missed a single question?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what, but yes.
Wow. Okay. One. Got
No,
it.
it doesn't matter.
I'm just happy my Columbo spiel worked for once. Get fucked, Casey.
I feel like that's a normal reaction to anyone who has tasted Cookie Crisp cereal, and I'll stand by it.
He's just going, I love Cookie Crisp. Wait, no, I've ruined myself.
I've revealed too much.
So the next prompt is, who trained their roommate's dog to go to the door in response to a certain song? Thank you, Ace Productions, for $35. That's not part of the prompt.
Oh, thank you.
What song for what purpose? What the fuck?
I have no idea.
Again, all these things sound like Jay.
Jay does love dogs.
Jay loves dogs.
Who had a roommate with a dog?
I have a dog. No, none of my roommates
Oh
have
shit!
ever have
Yeah, we do have one of those.
Yeah.
She's right over there.
We have a dog.
Wait, am I your roommate?
Oh shit!
I think
I don't know. I haven't taken you to a cathedral yet, so we haven't sealed the deal.
Oh, true.
So, I don't understand this question whatsoever. I don't like this statement of why would you send the dog to the door with a song to do what?
Maybe
I
to
don't
attack
get
a
it.
person coming through the door. Maybe
Or maybe
to just...
expect someone to come in. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know either, and I'm not sure why this was submitted as dirty laundry, but it does intrigue me within that context of, like, my deep sin of training someone's dog to go to the door.
And it's someone else's dog too.
Yeah,
So,
can
like,
you
was
read it
there
as it was written one more time? I feel like I need to process.
I'll read what I have, which is, who trained their roommate's dog to go to the door in response to a certain song?
Okay.
So maybe there was like a doggy door, and it was like to send him outside.
Maybe, if you were extremely lazy and didn't want to take the dog out. But I guess... if
was it
there's
like a
doggy
like a
I mean, it's
terrible
not
song?
their dog, so
That's, yeah, that's
Did the dog
Well,
hate the
Pavlov
song, so it
intended.
would just leave?
Chat wants to know if it was who let the dogs out, and I also want to know.
I hope
Who would do this for a bit?
ooh, that's a really good way to come at it. A really good angle.
The song.
Who would commit
Oh.
to the bit?
That does sound like something Jay would do. Jay,
The
you said
fucking what?
you've never lived with a roommate who had dogs?
No.
So why do you
Ludo's
like
the first
dogs?
dog I've earned. Sorry.
Why? Why is that?
Why do I
No,
only
that's-
have one dog? Because I've lived my life up until this point with a series of events that led me to where I am. Fuck? What?
That okay, you didn't answer anything.
That was
Okay,
a
my
terrible answer.
question is, where did your love of dogs come from? Like, not from Ludo.
My
'cause you
dad-
chose to get the dog.
My dad had a dog when I was young. I didn't live with my dad.
Oh,
called
perhaps
Max.
it was reworded to say roommate, so we wouldn't know what the living situation was
I
specifically.
will say I would not change parent or family member to roommate. That's
Okay.
That's cheating. I would.
I didn't think you would
too far,
either. I was
James,
just trying to sow a seed of doubt, and you've uprooted it. Thank you very much.
Well, we are now enemies since you were the first person to guess me correctly. So I have to be.
A worthy opponent, I accept.
Listen, judging by
She's
your track
gonna
record,
usurp you.
I was
Watch
going to
out.
say by the end of the episode,
Your
you
YouTube
might be
channel
the
is mine
host.
now, actually.
No.
Jess is gonna become the wall.
Yeah. Jess is gonna be in your chair. You're gonna be on the couch with me. And you're gonna be like, "What happened?
Oh my
Where have
God.
I gone wrong?"
Slowly turning into a goth.
Jessup.
All right, this is not my story for so many obvious reasons. However, I will say I did have a cat that she'd like hide under the couch when she just didn't want to come out, usually when she knew I was going to bring her to the vet or something. And for whatever reason, she would always come out for one very specific song. So I am familiar with pets who behave in this manner.
Was it Who
So-
Let the Dogs Out?
God, I hope it's
No,
the
it
exact same
was
song.
When I Was Older by Billie Eilish, of all things. I don't even remember why it was playing, but like the intro of it, she would just like immediately come out and like start rubbing her face on the phone. It was bizarre.
I mean, some of Billie Eilish's lyrics and vocals do kind of sound like a like just like so maybe a cat would be like, what's that? What's going on out there? It's Billy.
Yeah. Cat was Billy's
Billy.
#1 fan.
Huh.
Well, I don't know. Like, Jess, you told that story so that we wouldn't pick you.
I don't think Jess
No, I
had
just told
any
it for fun.
motive. I think Jess
You
was
know,
like, I'm going
fun.
to tell a story like a human tells stories to
Yeah.
a
Like,
human.
oh,
Yeah.
I've done the thing.
I
in the
know how
story
humans
that we're trying
behave.
I know how to train animals to respond to music.
It wasn't training. You can't train a cat. It's just I noticed that this
You
would
can't train Billy, love. It's natural.
Yeah.
Jesse,
Yeah, Jesse, you're not saying much of
you
anything.
ever
about
had any
this.
roommates?
I've been laughing a lot, but I'll talk if you want me to. I also brought up the dog
Inaudibly,
humor
yeah.
part. So I have been talking. Thanks. But do you have a question?
Yeah, the question is, have you ever had any roommates?
I've had so many roommates. Do you know me?
Everyone here
lived
has had
alone.
roommates.
Yeah, I will say this. I've lived alone exactly one time, and it was the worst living situation I've ever had. And I lived on a porch for a year. I
Wait.
love having roommates.
You didn't
Like a
submit
dog.
that? Wait, hang
No,
on.
everybody knows that one.
All right, I want to know about that. So hold that one off until the
Jesse, are
end of the
you the
game.
dog? Are you the music
Am I the dog? Oh, no.
What if Jesse is Jesse, the roommate, and the dog?
Oh my god.
That's a fucking third act twist if I've
What
ever heard one.
shitty
Living on
fucking,
a porch really did a number on his mental state.
What AP English short story ass twist is this?
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be like, oh, it's worded in a deceptive way. Like, it's all going to make sense when we hear it, but or not. Maybe it's going to be just as weird as it sounds.
Yeah,
I don't
it sounds-
remember changing this one that much. I think I mostly just changed it from like first person pronouns, like I did this, to who did this. But we'll see. Why don't we get our guesses in? I don't remember whose turn it is. Is it Casey?
I guessed
now?
first last time.
Okay,
think
then,
yeah,
yes,
it's Casey.
it is Casey. All right, Casey, do you have any idea who would you blow the dog whistle on in this case?
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have a great train of logic. The only thing I'm sticking with is that more so than like trained is like maybe like a strong word. I'm thinking maybe they just played this song and the song was annoying to the dog, therefore it would head to the door. So I'm just gonna say Jesse. I think Jesse did this
All right,
with his
thank you,
1,000
Anonymous,
roommates.
for $50. Jay, who do you think?
I'm going to say Jello.
Okay. Jess.
Jesse. This is Jesse.
Jesse, who do you think?
I think it's Casey,
All right.
because I don't know what your dog situation is.
Well, let's find out what this person's dog situation is. Will you please tell us about the dog situation, mystery person?
How do you? I don't understand how this question is confusing to people. Like you've never like. You're gonna you want to take the dog outside, so you do something so the dog knows, oh, we should go to the door.
How about walking to the door?
Yeah, but you want the dog to like start moving. Like, oh, I don't know where in the house the dog is, so it's like, dog, we're going outside, come on. But it's like, you do a repeated thing. That's not actually how it happened, though. I started, it was kind of, maybe it was more of a dog train me sort of thing. So
I fucking Jesse, I love
Yeah.
that you're like, I can't believe you guys didn't get this. There's a very natural lead to this logic, but that's not how I did it.
Yeah, but it still makes sense. That's not what I did. So my roommate would work, and I would walk his dog. Take it outside. The dog's name was Ceci. It was a husky. It was very adorable, great dog. And I just started singing to the dog. I made up a song about using the bathroom, and
it was an original song.
It was an original song, and I
It's a
did it
Jesse
enough
original.
that when I would start saying it, the dog would recognize it and run to the door.
What was
Can you
the
give us a little
song?
bit? Yeah, we need to hear the song now.
Sure. The song was "Let's Go Party Outside. let's go potty outside. They'll kick us from the apartment if you piss on the carpet, so let's go potty outside. And that was the song that I made up for the dog to go to the bathroom outside.
Can I ask,
Adorable.
Amazing.
did you have to like sing it on loop to keep it going? Like the instant you stop with the dog, like, oh, it's over, and start going back
Stop
inside?
just pisses on the floor if you
Just immediately evacuates bowels. No, the dog. As soon as I started the bars, the dog would know what was up and go to the door. So no, I did not have to sing it on repeat, thankfully.
That's obscenely cute.
I would sing it on repeat because I thought it was catchy and just had a good time doing it.
It is pretty catchy. Thank you, Sovereign, for 50 euros. Hell yeah.
Hey, Sovereign.
Sovereign, thank you.
Sovereign, what's good? Jesse's stories are so adorable. I'm gonna keep that in mind going forward.
Yeah, this
Thank you.
This next story is possibly a little less adorable. Who was ghosted after being in a serious relationship for over 6 months?
Ooh, it was after the cathedral incident, wasn't it?
God, I hope that wasn't a serious relationship.
I did. Okay, but like this did happen to me, but I don't think I submitted this one.
Amazing.
But my first girlfriend, after we only dated for like 6 months, she absolutely just stopped talking to me.
Oh.
So
This
when-
has
when
happened
was
to
this?
multiple of us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
so
ghosting
sad.
is a thing.
Unless I submitted it and do not remember.
Yeah,
I don't think I did though.
I guess technically this happened to me also because my first girlfriend I dated for like probably like 8 months, and I wanted to break things off over the summer before we went to college because stuff wasn't going that well anyway, and I wanted to break up in person because I thought doing it over text was lame, but she would not respond to any of my trying to be like, hey, let's hang out this day, or hey, are you free? So eventually I was just like, all right, I've been trying for 2.5 weeks, let's break up over Facebook. And she was like, finally. And I was like, what the fuck? I just wanted to do it.
Wow.
You could have just
Wow.
responded. You could
Right?
have just said, yep, agreed.
I hope everybody one by one is like, oh, this is me too, and we all put forward the story so everyone has a target on their head, and it's like, who's the one who submitted it though? Figure
Yeah.
it out.
I don't know the time frame for any relationship that ended that way. So like 6 months is very specific. So that seems like it was very serious. I don't think I've ever had a very serious relationship end like that.
You don't think?
So it could
I mean,
also
I
be-
definitely wouldn't have submitted a story like this if I can't remember a specific instance where this happened to me.
Imagine getting ghosted like that, and then 6 months after they show up again and they act like nothing's happened, and they're just like, "Hey, do you want to go get a
I'd
drink?"
kill them. That's like
Kill them.
people who yeah, you want to ghost me? I'll ghost you right back, motherfucker. I'll turn you into one.
Perma ghost.
Am I the only one who hasn't been ghosted?
You
I've
probably
never
wrote the
been
story,
ghosted.
so
Probably.
I doubt it.
I've never been ghosted.
Oh,
How
haha.
have you never been ghosted? I don't believe that.
Because I'm so
I've been broken up
charismatic.
with like a normal adult human who communicates well.
I guess that works too.
I mean, I tried to do that, but then I got ghosted, so it didn't work.
Yeah. The ghosting is not your
the
fault.
problem was that the other person was not a normal adult human.
I don't know. Yeah, and that's like the behavior of the more modern sensibility. So anyone who has been single in the modern age would probably have experienced something like this.
Yeah, I think I mostly say this because like I've honestly been ghosted by like contractors more than anyone else, or like someone who like fucked something up that they were supposed to do more than anything. And like,
Oh, that has
If
happened.
you're-
Yeah,
if
people who
you're-
are trying to pay money for a service.
yeah. So I guess whoever needs to hear this, because I know it's like an avoidant thing. This is directed towards chat, and hopefully, all 4 of you were nice and responsive to all the stuff. I was even complimenting you about that the other day. But if I know it stems from like oh no, it's gotten past a level where like it's too difficult for me to avoid. It'll probably be easier if I just never talk to them again. That is actually the worst thing you can do in almost every. It's so much better to rip off
Yeah, it
the
sucks.
Band-Aid. Never ghost
totally.
anyone ever. At least in like give them some kind of closure, even if it sucks, because they're just gonna hate you even more if you ghost them. And I've had people who've done some really shitty ghosting stuff to like. This is not my story show, and unless this is my story and you guess me.
I think this actually is your story.
No,
show.
I'm not very bit. This is definitely not mine. Don't guess me.
I mean, it'll be mine after this stream, as we've already discussed. But in
That's-
the moment, it belongs to you.
I'm trying to enjoy what little I have left. Yeah, but like I did have someone who fucked over my college improv team really, really bad, who was on the team, and then they did not take responsibility, stopped showing up to practice for 2 months, but then started showing up again and acted like nothing was wrong. And then when we needed to like assign a new president for the next year, they were like, yeah, I'll throw my hat in the ring. And we were all like, how fucking dare
Get
you?
fucked.
Wow.
Anyway.
The nerve.
They had just been usurped as their MMA leader, and they were just looking to get that power back.
Yeah, all right, I
Oh,
guess.
this is a tricky one.
I don't
Yeah,
think
this is tough.
I don't think we've been able to get a single clue. So let's all just start firing guns randomly. Jermaine, who do you think?
Firing Tootsie Pops.
Firing Tootsie Pops out of cargo shorts. Who do you think did this? Who was Ghost? I guess, who did this happen to?
Wait, is it me? It's me?
It's you. It's you.
Yeah, you're guessing.
I think this was Casey. Specifically because of the I can't measure a time frame like that, and also saying that because he used dial-up phones in the 1800s that you couldn't get ghosted. So
Right, Jess.
Yeah, this is tough. What the hell? I'll go with Jello again, just for fun.
I can't believe I'm getting usurped again. Live on the stream. Jesse.
I'm gonna, against my better judgment, I'm not gonna follow Jess's lead, and I'm gonna go Casey.
And Casey, who do you think?
Interesting. I'm gonna guess Jess.
All right. Ghost, please come back to life and reveal yourself.
Boo.
Oh, Casey saving Jess,
Casey,
like saving
You
everyone
ruined it.
from getting record double-digit points on this show.
How dare you? I want to know what made you guess me. just
'Cause you-
just cause.
You kind of, well, no, it kind of sounds okay. This is again my bias because I know that you're younger, but apparently Jay is just as young. I just don't think of him as that young. But the ghosting phenomenon is a newer trend. It's not a thing that happened a ton before a certain generation. So if anyone was dealing with it, it was probably going to be the younger people, and so Jess just filled that role.
Well, you're right. It was me. And added layer to the story, which is funny. Jay made a joke like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if that person came back 6 months later and acted like nothing happened? That also happened.
what?
What?
So yeah, this person, basically straightforward, happened as it said after like 6 months of what I thought was a very serious relationship. Like we'd met each other's families. He had stuff at my place. I had stuff at his place. We talked every day. Just like abruptly stopped all communication with me specifically, but was still talking to like mutual friends and stuff. It was very weird. I never actually found out why. I don't care, for the record, but I did
Yeah, at this point.
really want my stuff back. So like eventually, finally he responded that I could like come get my stuff that was at his place. And this was like several months after. I was in a different relationship by that time. Like I just wanted my shit back. And I got there, picked up my stuff, and he was like, so you want to like you want to like go out again or something?
Oh my
I was like,
God.
Wow.
no word of exclamation except like he said something like, oh yeah, I just wanted a break or something. It's like, well, you could have informed me of that.
Suplex
It's
that
not
fucker.
it's not that hard.
That is terrible.
God.
Yep. So that's that. Well done, Casey. You got me.
I'm sorry. Was that at the expense of this story?
I did submit this story because I suspected that like it might be something that other people had gone through. So I was trying to go undercover a little bit.
Real smart.
Fly under the radar with the ghosting.
Ooh.
Y'all played this so much more tactfully than me with your stories.
It's par for the horse.
Hey.
Let's move on to the next one. Who saved a child from falling 3 stories?
Oh my God, is that
I was
it?
expecting more. Okay.
That is the whole thing.
Holy shit!
Is a story like a floor?
Like a
it's
floor of a
yeah,
building,
like
yeah.
floors,
Actually,
but like
that's a
10
good
feet.
question.
I thought you said flaw for a second. It was like, is this story a flaw? Like, how is this bad? And I was like, it doesn't matter.
No, as in like, in American terms, is a story a like
yeah, it's a floor
Yeah.
of a building.
a tier
What would
of
you
a
call it?
building? Okay.
You would call it a tier?
No, we would say floor, but I'm trying to use your like dumbed down language.
Yeah, like a 2-floor house is a 2-story house.
Yeah,
Cool.
story's not an exact measurement. It's just number of floors.
Maybe
Yeah.
this is actually just a really strange way to phrase like who stopped a child from knocking 3 copies of The Very Hungry Caterpillar off of a bookshelf.
Who's worked at a bookstore?
I wish I worked at a bookstore. That'd be a fun job.
So one of you guys is a legitimate hero, huh?
I believe I know who this is. But then again, I've known who it is every time, and I've been correct, so.
Yeah, I was saying, who do you think it is? 'Cause we should all
What?
follow your lead.
Yeah, do you want to help everyone out?
Like you
No, I
said the
don't.
second half of that, like you were gonna say the opposite of the first thing you said, but it was the same thing.
Yeah.
No,
God,
I'm just always right, and that's
Yeah,
the way
I
it is.
could be
And-
wrong, but I'm so fucking good at this. I'm probably not.
Welcome to Jess, and she's always right.
All right, if Jess knows whose it is,
I don't actually. I'm
That
not
makes me think it's
certain.
me. If Jess knows.
yeah, I also think
You say that.
it's
However,
Jay because
I've
she said
known
she
for
knows.
certain that Jesse's stories were Jesse's. So
It is true.
The question is like
Get
who
down every
has?
time.
It's a child, right? So siblings could be one. How many siblings do we all have?
I have one, and it's
One.
older. She's
Right,
older.
okay.
2 older, 2 younger.
oh dang.
I'm one of 7, and they're all younger.
One of 7.
So there are several.
Yeah, my
Babies you could have saved.
dad doesn't know how to put his dick away. Oh, let's just leave it at that.
People keep leading him into alcoves, dude. It's not his fault.
He's a priest. What can I say?
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You have 6 younger siblings.
Yeah.
You've saved at least one of them from falling out a window. This has to be Jermaine.
Okay. To be fair, I have saved a sibling from drowning, but it was a step sibling. Again, dad doesn't. Know how to
So
put
it
his dick away.
doesn't count.
And they're no longer my sibling, so it doesn't count.
I love this story, like people going, well, I don't want to lose points if this is me. So it's like, please tell me why you're not a hero. I would never save a baby.
Tell me why you wouldn't.
I
save a
would
child.
never touch a child. Like,
Ew.
If a child were dangling off of a windowsill on the 50th floor of a skyscraper and I was inside and could help them, I'd go, ew, and knock them off and watch them fall, is what I'm saying.
Spit on them as they went down.
And my face would be covered in actual human blood while screaming.
I'm coming for you. I could see KC doing something heroic. He's got those.
Yeah.
He's got those arms.
Yeah.
he's got that
don't-
can-do spirit.
I can't counter this argument.
Yeah.
These are true.
He's got
These are
them
true things
savior
about me.
vibes.
Yeah, you can't be
Also-
like, no, this is why I wouldn't save the child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I aspire to do saving of various kinds. So this is very me coded. All I can say is that it's not me. My younger brother is literally a year younger than me, and the other one is like about 5. So when he was a baby, I was at best not able to hold him above a window.
It does.
I don't know why
It doesn't say
it's
a
not
baby.
siblings necessarily. It's
It
just
says
any child.
Saved a
Well,
child.
that's true.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a sibling.
I guess that's true. So
And
the number
like-
of siblings is irrelevant, which means it could be Jess or Jesse.
To me, a child is like anywhere from 0 to like at 14 would be like a child. Like I'd call anyone who's younger than 22 a child to be rude, but like an actual child.
You could also save a child while you yourself are a child.
That's true. Also, this could have happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Jesse, what's the most recent tallest building you've been in?
What a strange question to know the answer
Building.
off the cuff.
Is it higher than three stories?
I am trying to think of the last time I was in a building that was that tall.
I live in a building taller than 3 stories.
Yeah, we're currently in one.
Dang.
Yeah, we are currently higher than 3 stories right now.
Like there's something off about this. Like this feels like a big deal. Like
There's something off about this. It's like, wait a minute.
like a child
could've let the kid go.
hanging out of a 3. Like that's like that gets
It
on the
didn't
news.
say
I feel like.
hanging.
It's-
It was
who's-
just
It didn't say
No, I
hanging.
feel like this happens more often than you'd think or hope.
yeah.
right?
I feel like,
Like,
it was
kids-
like a kid leaning on a window or like the screen of a window, and the person came up and went, "Don't do that." It is like because they could have fallen out.
Wouldn't
Something
be a
like that.
Story they.
Well, then
they
that would be
made,
dramatic
right?
then to be like, oh, I saved them.
So who's got the biggest ego?
Probably me.
Like they need to have like all 4 limbs over the edge. Fucking Mission Impossible hanging on with one hand. That's what I'm
I don't know. I think 2 limbs, depending on how much torso.
Yeah.
What's the torso to limb ratio?
I think 2 limbs, especially if they're legs. That's even more you're going over.
Oh, that's true. Kids, don't be hanging out of windows.
This is
Oh,
true. If
Children
there are any
listening
adults
to this
go to
stream.
bed.
Yeah, lessons we've learned from this stream for children. Number 1, don't ghost people. Number 2, don't hang outside of windows. Number 3, it is easy to usurp a clan leader if you are under the age of 18.
Number 4, if you ever find yourself with a large quantity of blood, you know what to do. You'll never
You know
get
what to
another
do.
chance.
You'll never get another chance.
Number 5, stay away from cathedrals.
Number 6, don't put candy in your cargo shorts pocket.
Yeah, that's real.
Don't
That's
kill a
legit.
Russian spy with
a
exploding
really-
candy bars.
It's really good advice.
All right. I guess let's just let's decide who we think the hero is who saved a child from falling 3 stories. I keep getting too enraptured by the possibilities. Is it Jess's first this time?
I
think it's
think it
just
might
us.
be me. Yeah. I'm going to go with Jamate for this one.
Jesse,
Mate.
Casey.
Motherfuckers.
Are we just? I don't want to sound like I'm copying Jess. I was gonna also guess Jamate.
It's
But
all
only
right. We
because-
know you're copying me, and it's the correct thing to do.
God damn it. I would have guessed Jello actually, but I said before that I'm just never gonna guess Jello. It's just a stance I'm taking.
Okay.
Therefore, I'm just defaulting to J.
Jamate.
I'm gonna say KC with those big strong arms.
It's a good
Everyone
reason to
doing
guess that.
mining.
All right. Who is the hero? Explain how you saved a child.
It's me.
Yeah,
That one right.
So, yeah, I explained earlier, and I will not go into too much detail for this child's privacy. But I worked in a special needs like sector of a school, and at a certain point, a specific child became, I guess the only word to describe it is obsessed with me. And what they did is effectively would leave their classroom at every period, come to my classroom and come sit in on my classes. And if they weren't allowed, they would like start attacking teachers and blah, 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 blah. So it got to the point where the school was basically just like, yeah, just let them. Just like, as long as they're learning in your class, everything's fine. This went on for months and months and months, and then I effectively became their guardian in school. And this was an incredibly messy thing. It's one of the things that led me to quit working in this field. But one of the things was whenever he would act up, I would literally carry a radio with me at all times so they could contact me when he was acting up because he would only listen to me. And they radioed me and was
like a good setup for.
No, this was a thing that really shouldn't have happened. One, he shouldn't have been in this school. Two, the leads above me should not have let any of this got to this point. But anyway, at the radio, they would call me and be like, "Hey, he's ran out of class and he's missing." So there would always be I had like a joint classroom, and the teacher who was with me would always take over my classes. So I left and I went to go find them. And in our school, we had multiple stories. And what I saw was that he had opened one of the windows to get onto the balcony and was sitting on the balcony ledge, like in preparation to like jump off. So I dived through the window and grabbed him and dragged him off of the ledge and took him back inside. But yeah, I saved this kid from jumping off a balcony. It's a serious story, but it's like it fucking happened, and it's intense.
Wow.
God, jeez. Can I
that's
also say,
exactly what I imagined. That's hero shit right there.
like,
Yeah.
nothing to do with how like overtly heroic that story is, and it sucks that you were in a position where you were basically being a assigned guardian there outside of normal teaching stuff. But like the first thing I think is that I'm still a little obsessed with how that story started, and you go, what are stories on buildings, you strange
See,
Americans?
that's how I knew.
Yeah, people were calling me out in chat. I was trying to throw people off because other people in chat pointed out I also worked in a school, so I was like constantly around children.
Yeah.
So I was
Totally forgot that clue.
Yeah, I forgot that another one of my like points was I got a promotion out of school, so I was like I have to try and throw myself off. So everyone who called me out for saying we use stories in England, you're right, you fuckers.
You keep trying to like
They call
do
them
these-
tollies.
You keep trying to do these gambits, and
How many tollies told is this?
if you were just like, yeah, I'll just play this straight, it would like really fuck with everyone's expectations at this point.
Do you know what? Next one that comes up, I'm just gonna it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
All right,
Take that, Columbo.
3 stories left. Who had not?
Ooh.
Jay, did you understand that? Did you know what that meant?
Wait, what's
Stories in
3?
this case are like questions, you see. It's an American term.
Oh my god.
3 floors left. Who had not safe for work relationships with multiple previous bosses and or managers?
Whoa.
Oh my dirty laundry.
Yeah, that's some legit dirty laundry. I didn't think we were going to have any of this.
This might be the dirtiest laundry we've had so far.
I really wanted to put these next to each other to like really swing from like the who's a bona fide hero, who's a gold medalist. to-
Hey, who's to say the same person isn't both of those things?
That's true.
that's true. I mean, I don't really want.
I don't think it is. I'm just saying we can't discount any options here.
Hey, chat, what do you mean? Well, it's not Jello. What does that mean that you say that immediately?
Oh my god, get red.
Wow.
From a mile away.
I was actually thinking it might be chat.
Oh, dang, does chat know something we don't about Jello?
They probably do. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna
Probably
go
a
with
lot.
yes.
I'm gonna imagine, but yeah.
I'll be honest. This sounds. I think very much Casey. I think Casey is.
I take
eh.
offense.
Well, I think you do. I think you're like rules.
Yeah, you made out with a stranger who called your hotel room.
Yeah.
That stranger wasn't my superior.
Well, fair, I guess.
Like I have
All
some
I'm
tact.
saying, all I'm saying is there's only one person in here who used their cunning and guile to overthrow an online RPG from the inside. So who's gonna have the tact?
That's an RPG though. That's not IRL. I
Who's
am
gonna
not
have
bold
the
enough.
tact to be able to do something like this under the counter?
Here-
I
Quite
don't know
literally.
if tact is the word you're looking for.
Here's my thinking. on Casey, and tell me if I'm wrong. Casey works very hard. He's an excellent dude who it's like I gotta do this job, do it. I think he was like, oh, I don't have time to meet other people. This is a cool person. They're my boss, but whatever. We're both good with it, so
that's an interesting angle.
So
Yeah?
just to be clear,
I'll tell you why it's wrong though.
okay.
I do pride myself on working very hard. If my
How hard?
workplace
Sorry.
that's a good one.
Oh!
If my workplace achievements were tainted by that sort of relationship, like, oh, I'm sleeping with management, therefore that's why I'm accelerated in this position, I personally would not take kindly to that.
You said you've never had a job you didn't care about or consider like an achievement.
Yeah. Like if you're working at the smoothie shop and you're like, yeah,
Right.
I'm hooking up with the manager, like this isn't my end game here. I'm here for like 6 more weeks.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a common occurrence. I feel like just hooking up with managers. You have to be working in a particular field, and my fields are all over the place. So I want to say,
Yeah, you've had a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like this is more of a Jesse thing, because the kind of places I feel like Jesse has worked just has that sort of none of us care
No,
about
he was
this
he was
energy.
the manager at Spirit Halloween. He's not fucking
Right.
around the back masturbating, is he?
Well, how did he get there? That's my question.
Have you seen me? I walked in.
He pretended to be a mannequin and waited for people to leave.
Yeah,
was
he
like-
almost submitted that story, but then realized it was too obvious,
Yeah.
actually.
Which could have been used as a double bluff. But yeah, I walked in, said, "Are you hiring?" They said, "Yes, start tomorrow." Basically, I had to prove I could fill out an application, so I knew how to read and write, and then they went, "Perfect, you're in."
Also, because you were like super handsome to them. He was like, "Yes, I need this person working right next to me."
All right. Well, I guess let's put in our guesses then. And I keep forgetting. I think Jesse goes first this time.
Yeah, it's me. It's Casey. I mean, it could be any of us, except Jello apparently. But I think it's Casey.
All sexless Jello, they call me. All right, Casey, who do you think did this?
I think this is Jesse.
Okay, Jake.
Jello, may I recommend a visit to your nearest cathedral? And I think it's Jess.
Jess.
Sorry, what did you say me?
I think it's Jess.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure about this one. I'm gonna go with Jesse.
All right. Will the boss fucker reveal themselves?
Hey, did you have to phrase it like that?
I did. I'll be honest, I couldn't think of a segue, so I just went for
Dang, I realized afterwards how quiet you had been, and then I was like, "Oh shoot, I might have."
Yeah, I was hoping y'all wouldn't use this one, but I should have known you were going to.
Sorry.
Yes, it's me. I've had a lot of jobs, so shit happens. I don't want to go into too much detail for obvious reasons.
I mean, from what we've said, we've all had a lot of jobs in weird fields, and not necessarily for a long time. So, like, yeah.
Yes, I will say that this was not like, none of these were like career jobs, like fields that I wanted to be in for the rest of my life. They were just like making money at this current time.
Was Dunkin' Donuts one of them?
It was.
I did it.
And I'm only comfortable saying that because I've worked at multiple Dunkin' Donuts stores with multiple managers. You will never
And
know
dated
which one.
multiple of the managers.
The real
Hey, I
twist is it
didn't-
was all of them.
I specifically worded that as like not safe for work relationships to keep it relatively vague. So was it dating? Was it boss fucking? You will never know.
I do want to say thank you for people thinking that I have enough swagger to like have a workplace romance. That's adorable to me.
Yeah, I should have known it wasn't
Yeah.
Jesse. The story wasn't
Yeah,
adorable enough.
I've never had one.
All right. 2 stories left. And the second to last one is, who nearly died of hypothermia while in the shower?
What the fuck?
We're in the shower, like in Alaska, like where?
Yeah, I
Did
guess
they
somewhere
also
cold.
have blood covering their face
Yeah, it was
at the
Jello
time?
using all that blood.
Oh, dang.
Probably not. Yeah, it was the same exact day, actually. And I was like, I've done too much, so I decided to run in and wash it off.
I'm coming to you, God.
Here's my thought on that. It's someone that was so overworked and tired that they fell asleep in the shower and only woke up when they were like shivering cold when like the hot water ran out.
I can see that.
That's my
Who's falling
thought on
asleep
how
in the
this
shower?
story's going.
That's mad.
I've done it. One time I fell asleep.
Fallen
Standing
asleep
up
in the shower?
In the shower. It's standing up in the shower, yeah.
I can't
Like
fall
the
asleep
way
in
you
bed.
phrase that, I also have a story like that, but this
Yeah.
is not my story.
Is this going to be another one where everyone's like, I've almost died in a shower?
Right.
I woke up
It's
long before hypothermia.
Surprise, guys!
but-
It's a common place to almost die. It's a fucking big
Yeah,
bowl of water.
I'm legit terrified of like slipping in the bathroom. Like it's like a legit, it's like a
Yeah.
true fear of mine.
Yeah,
It was
it's warranted.
hypothermia, correct? Not hyperthermia.
Hypothermia, so the cold one,
Gotcha.
not the hot one.
Wait, hyperthermia is a thing?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Or
what's-
like a
is
heat
that?
stroke.
Oh,
Oh.
and it's shower, not bathtub, because like the bathtub makes sense.
It says
like
shower.
a-
They could be the same.
Okay.
So this
It would
was
have
a
to be
cold shower.
It's a
Be
cold
a cold
one,
shower.
yeah. I will never ever in my life take a cold shower. You'd have to kill me first.
Well, I mean,
you nearly died.
yeah.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Oh shit! I'm starting to believe it was me. It was me, guys. It's me.
You were warned. This was the new strat. What will you all do now?
The Columbo eye turns all the way around.
Ugh. Oh my god.
Who's taking cold showers? Casey, I could see taking a cold shower. He's
Yeah,
got
I've
the
taken
arm.
cold showers. Like if I just need to get it done and
You
the hot
look
water's
like you take
fucking
cold
up.
showers.
What does
Yeah.
that mean? Not like on the regular.
You are
I can look
blue.
at someone and tell if you're a cold shower person.
Sometimes
I
you
don't know
just
why you're
gotta
assuming
get
it
What
was
does
by
that
choice.
mean?
Like,
Yeah, wait.
sometimes you're in a facility that only has cold showers.
That's
Hang
true.
on. I want to know what traits does in your shower phrenology thing here? What traits does a cold shower person display?
Tight skin.
Tight skin.
You're taught. You
Nerves
think-
of steel.
Yeah, there's like an air of thinking you're better than everyone else a little bit.
I feel like-
Ego. Got
Like
it.
you're some kind of hero or something who would save a child from.
Are you comparing saving a child's life to taking a cold shower? All right, I think it's Jess.
I'm just talking shit. If you haven't noticed, I'm just trying to cast doubt on everything and everyone.
Jess is just
trying
like,
to
I can
deflect
do
from the
anything
manager
at this
fucking.
point. There's only 2 more ones here. There's no way I can lose anymore. I have to answer your question. I take cold showers sometimes after I exercise if I'm at home. To take like a really quick
Yeah, that's
cold
normal.
shower.
That makes sense.
It puts the lotion on its skin, also gets the cold shower again.
My girlfriend has a skin condition, and her go-to for dealing with that is that she likes to scald her own skin so it stops itching. So she takes the hottest showers known to man.
I've done that.
That's
I
crazy.
take really hot showers.
That's
Wow.
crazy. She can also like she has a lot of years serving, so she can like pick up extremely hot plates and materials, like things that I can't even hold like with a fingertip, or I'll like scream and drop it.
I used to live with a chef, and they call it asbestos fingers. Like they're just so used to picking up the hot things that it just doesn't matter. He'll like touch the bottom of a pan that's heating up to check if it's hot with oil in it, and I'll be like, "You're insane."
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Who's
Well,
taking cold showers? It ain't
yeah.
me.
who almost died? Let's put in our votes. Casey, I think it's wrapped back around to the beginning. Who do you think did this?
Okay.
Who almost
so
died
once again,
of hypothermia?
This is my own handicap. I think this is a Jello story, but I'm not going to pick Jello. So I'm instead going to pick Jesse because he does seem prone to accidentally dying.
That's fair.
That's true.
That is Jesse Cody.
I do feel like we overlooked the almost dying part of the story for a very long time, and we're just focusing on who would take a cold shower.
To be honest, I completely forgot that was part of the question.
Did you now?
All right, Jay.
Oh shit, it's me. I think it's Casey.
You've guessed Casey, I think, almost every single time.
I'm in my Columbo era. What can I say?
All right, Jess.
I think this is you, Jello.
Okay.
Double shower story. The audacity.
Jesse.
No one guessed Jamate, right?
No one
Oh
guessed
yeah,
Jay.
guess him so he doesn't get 3 points if this is him.
It ain't me. I love hot showers.
No, I think it's Casey.
All right. Will the cold showerer please speak up? Yeah, this one is also me. It just got me.
Oh, the audacity.
The audacity.
Man, myself.
And this was the same room as the blood thing. It was
No
not the
way.
same. It was not the same day, but it was the same year. So,
What a year it was.
what a
quit.
year it was. I went to school in downstate Illinois, and people who are from the north, understandably, get a lot of shit for like, you know, someone will be like, oh, it's like 40 degrees. And we'll go, that's not cold. Shut the fuck up. I'm from Chicago or whatever. And everyone's like, ugh. But truly, the truest I grew up in a cold climate thing is if you've grown up in a cold climate, you can look out the window and know how cold it is based on how still the fucking air is. And there are days in the negative 10s and negative 15s where it looks like a mid 2000s Twilight movie. Everything's a little blue. It's way too quiet because the temperature of the atoms has stopped vibrating so much, and it will hurt to breathe. And Illinois gets that cold. Illinois sucks. Don't live in Illinois. It gets too hot and too cold. And in those dorms, some fucking asshole kept locking open the windows, which were like a line of windows to deep Illinois winter, would lock them open, and the showers would like half freeze overnight. And I had a bunch of I went to school for graphic design, so I had a bunch of 3-hour studio courses, and they were always at like fucking 8 or 9 in the morning because they hate artists. And so I got up, and I can't wake up early. Like, I just can't. Like, currently my sleep schedule is 4 a.m. to like 2 p.m. That's my natural sleep rhythm, actually. And I said chronic insomnia. So to get myself awake for those classes, I had to shower. I can't go a day without showering. I can feel my own skin. I can feel every molecule of my clothing. It drives me nuts.
Tight skin.
That tight
Tight
skin.
skin.
You get it. You get it.
And I was like, I have to shower, even though the showers were frozen. So I was showering in water that was not ice, but like must have been, I'm not exaggerating, like 35-degree water. And with a current of cold air that was like almost 0 or below it. And I was involuntarily chattering in my teeth and shaking my whole body, and I did almost black out. It's the coldest I've ever been in my life. And like, I think had I been in that situation for 5 more minutes, I would have taken some permanent damage. And for 10 or 20 more minutes, it could have killed me. I should not have been doing that.
Dude,
Jesus.
honestly, this comboed with the blood and that whole situation, was this shower room
housed entirely inside the lament configuration.
Yeah, is that weird that I went to college there?
This place feels like you walked into a different realm designed to inflict pain every time you went in.
That's just my general luck stat, to be honest.
Whoops, nat one.
That's what I get for submitting 2 stories that are like, a bad thing happened to me, and chat's like, obviously
In a shower.
Jill.
In the shower, yeah.
I did, and again, I did go for the double. I should have switched it up since you were good at reading me the first time. But now you have 11 points, Jess.
You should have. You didn't.
But I didn't, yeah. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to be usurped, so, like, who cares, really?
You've been usurped.
The
You
rules
just don't
are
know it
whoever. Yeah.
Jay, did you
Rules
guess
are
me?
whoever
I
has the
forgot.
most points runs the show, right? That's the rules we
Yeah,
all
that's
got.
the rule.
I guessed Casey.
You guessed Casey. Okay. Right. Casey was like, I think it's Jello, but because I don't want points, I want this. All right. And here is our final story. Who hit someone with their car while on a date and then continued on with the date?
Did they hit their date?
Yeah, is that the date got hit?
I don't know, but I doubt
Probably
it.
not. It seems like
Yeah,
not.
that seems like a deal breaker to me.
This is not Casey. It's fucking Jesse all the way. You've got real accidentally hit someone with a car vibes.
That's fair. I can't deny
No
that
argument
one.
there. But does he have going on a date vibes? Think about it.
Oh yeah, speed
Yeah.
date.
What?
That's very true.
Am I the only one who just sees Jesse's raw sex appeal?
out of my dating
No, everyone in
track
that
record,
Spirit
yeah, you're the only
Halloween
one.
was feeling it.
Right?
Best believe.
And yet hooked up with no one at that Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, but if Jess worked there, she'd be right in the back rooms.
Jesus Christ.
Hey now.
I lost my virginity in a cathedral. I'm not doing the whole-
I've never done anything in the workplace or a cathedral, I'll have you know.
Jess like walks up to Jesse at this alternate universe where they're both in the Spirit Halloween, and Jesse is the manager. It's like, do you want to do some not safe for work stuff? And starts like putting on improper boots in a steel toe boot area, like OSHA violations.
Like, these are all OSHA violations.
Freaking standing on a rolly chair. Yeah, that's
That
my
is
kind
what
of
we would do, though.
work.
That sounds correct.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was the question? I already forgot. I'm sorry.
Who hit someone with their car on a date and then went on with the date?
I want to say this sounds like a J thing, but I'm not sure.
I've never been in a car accident in my life.
I've never been in a car.
Drives.
Yeah, that's
Jay
the thing I'm
drive?
unsure of. Like, I don't know about the J driving. I know he I don't think he drives in the
I-
States.
Casey, it didn't happen that long ago. I drove to your wedding.
I wasn't there
drove
for that.
across-
I didn't know
I
that.
drove across 3 states.
Yeah, I don't drive anymore because he's here. In fact, that's the whole reason he's here, is because I didn't feel like
Or
driving.
do you not drive anymore because you hit someone with your car?
Did they take your license away
Whoa.
because you murdered a man?
I would not proceed on a date if I murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe she hit me.
That's
I'd have to postpone that date.
What
She
if
probably
that
told
was,
you
At
after
the
the
very
fact.
least.
What if that was the date act? That was the proposed activity. Like, hey, you want to come get me some coffee with me this Friday? Maybe like drive around a little, hit someone with our car, and they were like, yeah. Oh my god,
I'm
that
into
sounds
that, yeah.
awesome.
Thought no one would ask.
Sounds kind of gothy. I gotta admit.
Jesse, what's the name of that? Your car?
The
That
Blue
you
Eyes
had?
White Wagon.
Blue Eyes White Wagon.
Blue Eyes White Wagon. Blue Eyes White Wagon has accidentally hit someone vibes, in my opinion.
That fucking
It was in
rules.
attack mode, so that's fair.
It's in
Do you-
attack mode.
Do you have to park it
Like
like
triggered my trap card.
You have to drift into someone to attack.
when you park your car? Do you have to park it perpendicular to the space to put it in defense mode so no one backs up?
100%.
Yeah, that was a requirement in parking that car.
God, that's so funny.
I feel like that just tips it over the edge for me, and that makes it so that was you. I've got mine.
Oh my god.
All right, well, let's get him in, I guess. Jermaine, you're starting this one, I think.
Fucking Jesse all the way, Blue Eyes White Wagon.
Jess.
Jesse.
Jesse.
I'm trying to think of who would continue the date after being hit. And like,
No, after hitting someone else.
yeah, like so like the person hit someone else, the art person was like, yeah, I'll keep dating
Oh,
you.
right. Yeah.
I think
like,
it's
this
Jess.
is fine.
I think it's Jess.
Casey.
I also think it's Jesse based on the car name.
All right. Please give me a beep person who hit someone with their car and finished a date.
Beep beep.
Oh,
You
no.
motherfucker.
Did you hit the date or did you hit someone else?
I hit someone else, and I can explain.
Was that
That's
a 3-pointer?
3-2.
Did anyone
That's-
guess Casey?
No,
Oh,
that's a
nobody guessed
3-pointer.
me.
Yeah, that's 3 points for Casey.
Oh,
Pretty
wow.
good.
From behind the 3-point line.
Pretty respectable
So, yeah,
second
I was-
place there, yeah.
Yeah, dang.
Wow.
I was on a date. I was driving from picking her up to the place we were going. We were gonna go like get dinner or something. I don't know how highways work where you guys are, but in Jersey at least, we have highways that are sort of not highways. Like you can drive onto them from local roads. So they have lights, but they also have dividers and stuff. And I was at a light at a highway. It was dark, and after the light turned green, started moving my car, and then a dude appeared in the middle of the road. He was dressed in all black. He wasn't at any crossing point. He was literally jumping between the dividers on the highway in the dark. And so I saw him kind of like the last second and swerved, but like the tail end of my car still like bumped him. So like I knew I hit him, and I stopped the car a little further up the road. There were other cars behind me because it was a highway. So I was looking in the mirror, and I could see him like laying on the ground, like crawling, like trying to get off of the road. So like I immediately, like I left the girl in the car. I got out of the car and ran down the street to like help him. Like, so he, like I put his arm around me or whatever. The other traffic realized what happened, started slowing down to like, not hit the both of us. And I helped him over to the side. Like he was very drunk.
Oh.
He had like a bottle of alcohol in a bag on him. And he asked me, because me and the other person who came out of their car to kind of see what was going on, he asked me to hide his liquor. He was like, "Hey, could you like just send this over there? Because the cops are gonna come. The cops are gonna come, and they're gonna see that I've been drinking or whatever." So like, I just hit the man with the car. I'm just gonna do what he asked me to do. So I put the bottle over in the corner or whatever. I go stay with him. The cops show up. I tell the cop everything that happened. Eventually, the girl I was with comes out and comes to see what's going on as well. So we're standing there like, yeah, the guy kind of came out of nowhere. This is a highway. It's dark. Look, you can see what he's wearing. And the cop is like, yeah, he's obviously very drunk. So like they call the ambulance. They put him in the ambulance, whatever. Like he seemed fine. Like he was very like agreeable. Like he was super drunk. So I don't know if he actually knew what had happened to him, but he just like he knew cops were coming. And he just didn't want to, I guess, get in trouble for whatever. But I don't know. He was very disoriented. So yeah, that happened. And I turned to the date. It was like, yes, I don't know if you want to like head back home or something, because this was kind of wild. And she was like, no, he seems like he's okay. So like, if you're still up for it, like we can continue. So I was like,
I love
F
that.
it.
It's just like, he wasn't hurt. Fuck it.
I mean, I didn't like he was hurt. Like he was limping. And he couldn't like walk on. That's like the leg, I think. But what happened after the fact was I got a letter in the mail from an attorney who said that man was suing me.
Wow.
And that and all I needed to do was report this to my insurance, because the police report literally said this man was in the middle of a highway drunk off his ass. So like I gave that to the insurance company, and essentially they took care of everything. So like I never saw a courthouse. I never had to deal with anything. It eventually just went away because the guy didn't have a case.
Wow. That's pretty crazy, actually.
Dang.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts.
All right. Well, solid crawl up from behind there. Our final point total, Jemate and Jesse with 3, Casey with 7, and Jess with, I believe, the record for this show so far. which
Damn.
is 11.
Yeah, Jess!
Making history.
Clapped it up. Woo!
Good job.
Yeah, and then here I'll just DM, these are Jemate's. I'll just DM you guys the ones that, since we finished the actual game, if you'd like to let chat know, these are some of the ones you guys DM to me. Second ones, I mean, you guys know which ones you submitted and which ones you didn't.
I forgot what all I submitted, so.
All right. I believe, Jesse, yours are the second one with the rat.
That's definitely not.
Incorrect.
These are
Those
great.
are mine.
Those are
Yeah,
yours.
that's
Sorry.
definitely not mine.
Sorry, I was one letter off.
The second question of the second one's posted. Can we fucking please do that one?
Well,
No.
here's how this goes: is you, and they don't have to be these stories. This is one where you can open up to, like, I have a great story I'd love to tell, but like if I'd submitted it for the game, you all would have known it was me. This is the point where you read out ones. These are just suggested ones since you already sent them in. Though it seems like Jess is like, how never I didn't even want to say the ones I had. And since she's usurped the show, I really don't have much of a choice there. But
It's true.
basically you read out the prompt to chat, and then you put an amount of money you would like to auction it off for. So we've had people do very easy ones for like $50 or $100, and then some that like my friend Mo did one, and one of her initial stories was who spent $2,700 on not safe for work commissions over the years. And we asked, like, what's your favorite? And she was like, I'll tell you their like boyfriend ASMR, like horny ASMR things. I'll tell you what the prompt is for my favorite one for like $200 because I find it really embarrassing.
Wow.
So
What if we just had you read a couple of these and not tell chat who it belongs to, and then if they give us more money, we'll tell them who it is.
Yeah.
and reveal the story? I'm not
like it.
against that. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Donald Steen, for $3. So sure, I'll just I'll read off all of these in a row, and then we can kind of like skim them. You know, I shouldn't do it in a row.
Yeah,
Since I pasted
chat
them.
can bid on the story they want.
Yeah, chat. You guys let us know if which, if any, of these tickle your fancy. So I'll just read them in a random order. Who stole a penis mirror from Budapest? I don't know what that is.
We could all find out, though.
We could all find out. Who chased a guy around with a stuffed dog and got an award for it? Who filmed a boy emerge from a trash can with parrot milk in hand? It's so ominous. Who took a real life Hadouken to the face? Penis mirror one. You don't set the price, Chad. Like that, you're the auction. You're paying. You don't set the price. Who took a real life Hadouken to the face? Who ate zebra and liked it? Whose childhood imaginary friend was a 7-foot tall rat? Who unironically got the "we saw you from across the bar and really like your vibe" from a couple once?
Jesse.
Who accidentally
It's the
got
Venus flytrap.
Sorry, I just couldn't hold it in.
who accidentally got a scholarship to a school they did not want to attend? Who
Accidentally?
I'm just reading what I was sent.
Whoops, all scholarships.
Whoops, all scholarships. And I did not rewrite this one. A friend promised to give me a specific pair of pants if they ever got rid of it, and they made good on the promise and gave them to me 10 years later. So are any of those ones that you guys would like? Chad seems interested in the parrot milk, which I'm also confused by. So
I'm
That
very
has to be like a
interested.
prop because parrot milk isn't a thing.
I filmed a boy emerge from a trash. I guess who filmed a boy emerge from a trash can with parrot milk in hand?
That was me.
That
And
was you.
Paramilk is a thing. because I
What?
saw it.
What the heck is parrot milk?
Son, I saw it.
Casey, you gotta let chat donate first.
Yeah, Casey,
I'm sorry, I forgot the
Yeah,
game.
you're
No, you
good.
don't have to. I just
You're
think
good.
it would entice them.
it would be funny. Casey, to tell the parrot milk story, how much would you like donated? Like, what do you think is a fair exchange for the parrot milk story?
I don't think the story is that interesting, so I don't know, maybe something along the lines of 50 bucks.
Okay, maybe sell it, but you're like, yeah. This story sucks eggs, chat.
No, I don't.
The story sucks.
No, I don't think it's not like $1,000 story or nothing.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
Okay. All right, if we can get $50, I'll keep a running tab total of that. Any others? I see people interested in the penis mirror. If anyone
Yeah,
wants
I want to know what that is about.
I do too, admittedly. I don't know what a penis mirror is. Also, I don't know if I read this, but who ate zebra and liked it is also on there.
I feel like anybody who ate zebra would like it. It's probably delicious.
It sounds like something a zebra eater would say.
Yeah.
All right. The penis mirror is me, and I would like $100 to reveal the secrets of the penis mirror.
$100 for the penis mirror. Oh, that's 50. All right, that's $50, Casey. That's
Oh my
yours
God.
if you can tell us about parrot milk.
Okay, so this was middle school. A lot of kids, I think, were doing exactly this around that time. Like, to date myself a little bit, this was the Jackass era. So a friend had a camcorder, and we were kind of running around the neighborhood, just getting into hijinks and such. To the point where we were this is very stupid. We were teenagers. We were just behind a random house. Like, we didn't know whose house this was, but for the laughs, my friend jumped into their large trash bin and emerged with just whatever he found in there. And we did a crash zoom on what he found, and it was it was a can of parrot milk, which all of us like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is parrot milk?
What is
the
parrot
fuck is
milk?
parrot milk? I don't know. I don't know if parrot milk was just a brand for something else. We took it to be like, okay, I guess you feed this to pet parakeets.
Like it's a formula?
Yeah, some sort of like gruel for birds, maybe. Like
I found
There's a
coconut
brand.
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Parrot brand.
okay, so that's what it is.
All right, so we did get the penis mirror story from Jemate, but before we go into that, chat has also requested, Jesse, if you wouldn't mind elaborating on living in a porch for a year, what that entails, if you're willing to divulge that one for a price.
Sure, I don't want to undersell
Well,
it.
we've
but,
already got over $50 from the last thing, so we got $50 in the bank. So you should ask for more than 50.
Yeah, more than 50, chat. I guess.
So pick a number.
Pick a
55.
number. No, don't pick 55. They've already paid that.
Jess, how does your show work? What number should I pick?
75.
Okay, 75, chat.
All right, out of 75, so we need $25 more. In the meantime, Jemade, tell us about that penis mirror.
Right. First, I want to hear your theories on what it is.
I think
It's a mirror shaped like a penis?
It's either a mirror shaped like a penis or, oh my goodness.
It's a mirror specifically for
For
showing
looking
you
at
your
it.
own penis.
Like, I'm picturing like a compact clamshell mirror, but like designed to be put in a way on a desk that shows your penis. That's what I'm thinking.
That seems complicated, I'll be
Alright.
honest.
It's none of those things.
Okay.
Wow.
So, I was in Budapest, lovely city, and I was doing like a bunch of trips around Europe. And while I was there, I went to this place called the Ruined Bar, which is when it was bombed out, a bunch of like the market area, I believe, was ruined and like completely decimated. But instead of like rebuilding it, they kept it as ruins and just built new things into it, like bars and stuff like that. So they call it the Ruined Bar, and it's just like this weird complex of loads of different bars around. And it's full of graffiti and, like art on the walls. It's an extremely, like, really cool place. And I do not like going out like to drink like that. I find it overwhelming. Like it's just too much, and all of the art and the noise and everything. I was just like, oh, this kind of sucks. So I would like go find I was with a bunch of people, and we'd go find somewhere to stand, and I'd lean against the wall, and I was admiring the art, and I looked to my right, and like hidden inside one of the cracks in the wall was a shard of glass that had a miniature cock intricately painted on it. And I was like, what? Who did that and found a place to put it? Like, it wasn't like perfectly fit. It was just a shard of glass with a very intricate penis on it. And I was like, right, that's weird. Told everyone about it. That was funny. We left. We went out somewhere else. We came back to the room.
And that's when we were hit by the curse of the penis
later,
mirror.
And we went. Have I cut out?
No, sorry.
What?
Just
can you hear me?
You cut out
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
a tiny bit. We heard most of what you said. Keep going.
But you can hear me now, right?
Yes. Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, there's a slight delay, but I'll just continue with what I've got. So I was looking, and we left and we came back, and I was drunk at this point, and we sat down to go somewhere else, and I looked across the room, and we had sat in the exact same spot again without me realizing. Like, I saw the gleam of the light come off the penis mirror, and I was like, it's the penis mirror. And people were like, what are you on about? And I was like, that penis mirror we saw earlier, like, it's there. We're sat in the same spot. This place is huge, by the way, so I was just like, it blew my mind that we were in the same position, and I found the penis mirror again. And they were like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we left again, and we decided to go back, and on the third time there, I found the penis mirror again. And in my drunken haze, I was like, this is a sign. So I took it. I took the penis mirror, and I was like, this is mine. We are fated to be together. And I stole the penis mirror from Budapest, and I have it in a locked box in England.
I will
like
say,
it's a phylactery.
Chat already made this joke. This is the Englishmanest thing you could have done in this situation.
Yeah.
A treasure.
Yeah.
I'll take it back to
I'm
my
like,
island.
oh, an artifact. I'm taking this. I'm putting it in a chest where no one else can see it.
All right, and we did hit the porch requirement as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find a picture of it, by the way. Be right back.
Excellent. I'm excited. Okay.
I do want to see it. When I graduated film school, and was like, I am going to try and live as frugally as possible because jobs are incredibly inconsistent. Because, I'd work on a set for like a month or do a commercial for a few days or something and then not have something for a long time. So living was me couch surfing. And I had some friends, many stayed many places in many different areas. And one of them was I had 6 friends staying in a house. They were renting the whole house. And on this house was like a wraparound porch. And on one part of the porch was a glass, like basically a greenhouse. Like it was just a small, probably like 7 feet by like 5 feet, maybe 4 feet, something like that. It had a door. Pretty much, yeah. And I was like, hey, is anybody using that spot for anything? And they're like, no, it's just some dead plants. And I was like, cool. Can I live there? And they were like, yeah, why not? So I did.
Live there?
And it was like, it's so like, yeah, like 6 or 7 feet by like 4 feet. I had a table in there that was my desk with my computer. I just had like a sleeping bag on the ground that I slept on, and there were shelves. So I got to store my clothes and stuff. It was neat.
It's like the bit in Disco Elysium where you unlock the fucking house on the far shore, and it's like, now I don't have to pay to sleep anymore. This is awesome.
Pretty much, yeah. That sounds accurate.
Oh man.
I mean, I had a good time there.
All right, so I do have a follow-up. It's a stolen valor story. This is a story about a friend of mine, but it's intimately related to someone living in proximity to a porch, so I figured it'd be a good follow-up. But I like to have something running in the background since we still have $35 in the bank. Chat, were there any other of those stories that you guys thought were interested, or do you guys have a story that you love telling generally at like parties or on streams or whatever that you'd love to just auction off for fun? And as a reminder, the ones that we have not done are who ate zebra and liked it, who got a scholarship to a school they did not want to attend, whose childhood imaginary friend was a 7-foot-tall rat, who chased a guy with a stuffed dog and got an award for it. I didn't read this one. That's my bad. Who kicked the vice principal in the no-no zone to the horror of everyone in the surroundings? Who took a Hadoken to the face? And the pants one. Zebra? I mean, yeah, sure. The story sounds like I eat zebra once, but maybe it's spicier than that. You never know. It could have been seasoned zebra. Yeah.
I want to know which one of you would say no zone.
I know who it is. It would be based on information and how these are put together.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Know.
But chat, we're not telling.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only question I've gotten right this whole time is knowing which one that one was.
I want to know about the Hadouken to the face, because what? That's not a real. That's not a real thing.
It seems like.
What do you mean you got hit by a real life Hadouken?
They're interested in the zebra and kicking the vice principal. So yeah, you know what? I'll burn what we got. We've got some extra dollars right now. I'll burn 35. I'll say that the vice principal story is Casey's. So, and
yes, that's mine.
So do you want to put a price on that while I tell this other porch story?
My first one was 50, so let's just double it. $100.
All right.
For the vice principal kicking story.
All right, hell yeah. So my porch follow-up, I knew this girl named April. I'm going to call her April K because her full name is important to this. So every time I say April K, imagine I'm saying her entire name. So she was nuts. She was also on my improv team in college, and she was one of those people who was either at a 1 in energy or an 11. And when she was drunk, she was a 30 out of 10. More energy than I've ever seen in a human being. And as an idea of her general energy, I was once at like a end of semester wrap on a class party. So it's just like the professors and students drinking and eating snacks and whatever, like in the classroom, optional thing. And I was telling a story about her, and without saying her name yet in the story, someone across the room I wasn't talking to goes, "Yo, you talking about April K? Yo, an April K story," and walks over. And then my professor goes, "I mean, that is the most like validating to your point of her having a reputation thing that could possibly happen, that apparently random people on the street, musical style, will react to her name." It's 25 out of 100. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Chris from work. But I remember she's one of those people who would just drop random tidbits about her life. And once she mentioned this is why this happened. We were doing an improv exercise that was just about, no matter what, being able to go off and fill silence on a stage the instant you tag somebody off. So the idea is you're just supposed to start talking about anything in your life, and they were supposed to be true in this instance. They were just supposed to be true stories. So someone's talking about something, and April K tags in, and she goes, we found out my uncle had been living under our porch for a year." And we were like, "What are you talking about?" And it's like, "Yeah, we thought we had raccoons for a long time, and we checked and could never find raccoons, but there was like rappers and stuff. So we were like, there must be a raccoon living down here." But it turned out that her dad's brother was living under their porch for, I think, like 9 months without being detected. Like,
What?
straight up man in the wall
That's
shit.
impressive.
That is impressive.
Also terrifying.
It is very scary. And I was like, how did that resolve? And she was like, it didn't. He ran. We were like, what do what do you mean?
That is terrifying.
Who's the base person who kicked the vice principal? That's what the $100 is for. 70. It was Casey. Yeah. $75 more. 15.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I would have guessed that one is Casey.
Yeah.
Was it no-no zone?
Kicking is involved.
Shauna.
The kicking sounded dead
Thank you,
giveaway.
Shauna.
Thank you,
Shauna! Hey, Shauna!
Yeah, also, while we're hopefully, how did he go to the bathroom? Oh, what, the guy under the porch? I don't know. I didn't ask that question because like
He's under the porch.
motivation?
I feel
why
like
why are you under the porch? Not logistics. Why?
I think the logistics
Red.
are important. I'll be honest.
there's just no good answer to the question, where did your uncle living under the porch go to the bathroom? So like I didn't ask it. So,
Like, would he like visit the
Whoa.
house often? Like, hey, I was just in the neighborhood.
Thought I'd use the bathroom real quick.
It wasn't like he was floating around the neighborhood and would knock on the door and be like, all right, see you guys later. I'm going back to my house that I definitely have. And then would scrungle under the porch. I think they legit were not close with this uncle and he just lived there totally without their knowledge. Also,
Yeah, if they were close, you'd think he could just ask to stay inside the house.
yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
I mean, pride is a bitch.
Yeah. All right, we did hit 100. So Casey, that's the no-no zone story from you.
Right. Okay. So again, this is a story from my youth. I was a very energetic child, to the point where one of my favorite TV shows growing up was the Power Rangers.
Heck yeah.
So I would often, like reenact certain things from Power Rangers. Like this was like in the lunchroom. We should have all been sitting down eating, but I'm standing up and I'm telling them a story, I think, about the Power Rangers in particular. I don't know if I'm making it up or I'm recreating an episode, but like I'm doing the moves or whatever.
That's
And I
so
guess I'm really
cute.
excited. I'm really loud. And so I throw a kick directly behind me. And to my dismay, the vice principal had come over there to tell me to sit the F down. But me completely unawares, kick her directly in the crotch. Like she it's like she doubled over, like so shocked, so surprised. Like she was so, I know she wanted to hit me back. I could see it in her eyes. But she's an educator.
Dude.
Like I know she knows it was an accident, but like this is a dumb kid who just attacked me. I knew she was super angry. She like grabbed me by like the scruff of my shirt and just like wrangled me to a corner in lunchroom, just had me sit there. And I sat there for the entirety of lunch, for the entirety of the next lunch period. And then eventually, because I think she knew it was an accident, but just couldn't do anything with her anger. So she just didn't say anything to me and left me sitting there for like those 2 periods. That was like, just get the hell out of here.
If a child, while reenacting Power Ranger moves, pussy punted me, I don't know what I'd do.
It was a tragedy.
It was a
Fucking tragedy. It was on the news.
Like I felt so bad. I didn't mean to kick her like that.
Aw.
But in hindsight, I should have been sitting down.
What happened. I'm wondering if we can do anything to get to an even 72K. We're at 71,795. So that's $205. If there is anything left on the table people really want that can be offered for that. I am a little curious about the dog story. Like the stuffed dog.
Yeah.
That won an award. I'm hoping it's like a puppet thing.
I'm curious about the imaginary friend who was a 7-foot tall rat.
That is kind of what I
Yeah.
want to.
Very
Either that or the
curious about
Hadouken
this
story.
rat.
That's what I want.
We could just do them all for whatever amount of money is left.
if we can get it to that amount, if we can get another $205, I'm happy to sell the lot as a bargain deal.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. Whoop.
Oh, and then I get to
Please
learn
give
what
us the
zebra
rat.
tastes like.
Please give us the rat.
I'm picturing like an Eastern European Baba, like an old lady crumpled up. Please give us the rat. Like it's all we have. No, this is not a 30 out of 205. We need to hit another 205 to round it out. Sorry.
I really want to know about some of these.
Ooh, thank
Chat,
you.
come
Thank
through.
you.
I need to know.
Come
And we can't ask each other.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Outside of this.
It comes on a delay because even if people are like really jonesing to actually donate, it takes a couple screens to get through, and like you got to put in your credit card and shit. So, yep, almost there. About $109 left, I think.
Wow.
I also
Yeah.
like how
Y'all really want to know
today
about
was the
these
day Casey learned what parrot milk really was.
Yeah.
Well, I like that you submitted
this
that.
whole time?
I
It had to have been that
assumed
brand.
I assumed it was a drink for parrots.
Okay.
Like, it just made sense at the time. I didn't
All
need
right.
to investigate it further.
Hell yeah, we even went over a little bit. Thank you, Cantankerously K, for 50
Thank
bucks,
y'all.
and Simsy for 150, and thank you everyone else, Storm Beta, Benedict ID, Dr. Gun for Hands, Kapalia. Scrolling up doesn't get me anything else immediately. So thank you all, everyone who donated. Yeah, I guess let's just go in order on the ones that we still have left. So who ate zebra and liked it? Tell us about that.
Me, I ate zebra and it was lovely. What? I don't know where that came from.
Why did you?
Whoa, now I'm a Muppet Man.
I don't know.
Like it turned you into a horse. Like
I think someone's fiddling with my penis mirror phylactery. I'll be real. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, did you get a picture of that?
I have a lot of pictures on my phone, and I'm still crawling
There's a
through it.
lot of
When I find
penis
it, I'll post it.
phylacteries, but you
Yeah.
gotta find them.
Yeah, I've got to
can't
figure
believe
out
it's
which
not
box it's in.
Can't believe it's not saved as your favorites right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what is anything noteworthy about
Yeah, I was
zebra
at a
meat?
festival, and they had a lot of exotic, food trucks and stuff. And one of them was like, I remember explicitly the guy was like, I was always browsing. He was like, "Do you want to eat camel?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I got camel and zebra, but they weren't on like the list." He was like, "I've got it." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll have those."
Wait,
Gave him
Bootleg zebra?
what? What was that, Jess?
You ate bootleg zebra?
It could have been cat for all I know.
yeah, like this unsanctioned zebra.
From a food truck at a British festival. And I'm like, yeah, go on then. Camel was super tough, kind of chewy, a little bit leathery. I didn't really like it. Zebra, really fucking good. Really good. Like the best beef you've ever eaten. It was great.
Have
Or
you
should
ever
I say
tried
cat?
horse?
Super good. Okay, so in England there was a big controversy where one of the major shop brands called Tesco had started putting horse meat secretly into the packets, what they said was beef. So every person in England has basically eaten horse.
Wow.
So what
Yeah,
you're telling me
Yankees
is
definitely
horse is
done a joke.
indistinguishable from beef.
Horse is
Apparently.
indistinguishable from zebra and or cat.
Have
It
you
probably
eaten
wasn't
cat?
like
Why do you keep saying
100%
cat?
horse meat. You said it was like mixed in, right? To like just ground meat.
It'd be pretty crazy.
I don't
if
know,
it was
maybe they just-
100%.
100% horse. I don't know. Yeah, you remember that scandal? Yeah, it was real. And I ate zebra, and it was good. Yum.
Wow.
All right. Well, Jess, while we're waiting on the penis mirror, how did you accidentally get a scholarship?
We may never find the penis mirror again.
Oh no.
Jamate's been so good at finding that penis. He found it 3 times in Budapest. It's gotta find it again.
Now
Who-
when we
I'm
need it most.
hunting. I'm hunting.
when he needed him most, he disappeared. Who accidentally got a scholarship to a school that did not want to attend? Explain that one.
Yeah, this was another one I did because I felt like it could plausibly be any of us, just because it sounds really dumb, but also smart, but also really dumb. Oh,
That's our brand.
It was, yeah, exactly. So, little misleading because this was actually a scholarship to a high school. Yes, a high school that had tuition because it was
Huh.
a bougie ass Catholic high school that I desperately did not want to go to. And they have an entrance exam, like you have to get a certain score. Whoops, I stopped pushing to talk. They had an entrance exam. And I was like sincerely debating purposely doing poorly on the exam so I would not have to go to this school. But I eventually decided like, oh, that's probably not the best idea. I'll do my best to just get like a reasonable score. And I actually, humble brag, got like one of the top 5 scores. And so therefore got a scholarship to this school that I really, really did not want to go to.
Nice
Did you
brag.
end
Did
up
you save
having
a
to
child
go?
life?
Yeah, I went. It wasn't like a full scholarship, but like it was like you did so well on this that like you're definitely going now. So
Oh.
I was very sad.
Shit.
Dang. I mean, did it end up being as bad as you thought, or was it fine in the end?
I mean, it was bad, but like, isn't all high school bad in its own way?
Depends. I kind of went to 2 high schools. That's another story.
Yeah, that is another story. What? Did you move? Or did you get
No,
kicked out?
I had my high school, and then I hung out at a different high school for most of the entirety of my high school years.
Oh, all right.
So I just went through both.
Surprisingly, that's kind of what I did too.
And
Sometimes
then,
you just pick a new high school, like a found high school.
is there anything to elaborate, Jess, on the 7-foot tall imaginary rat? Because chat was very interested in that.
I am also
yes.
very interested.
It's actually a specific rat. Is a character from a book that I really liked as a kid. From a series called The Underland Chronicles, I believe it was called.
So you plagiarized your own imaginary friend?
I did, yeah, exactly. I was like, little me was like, I would love to be best friends with this gigantic, monstrous, like kind of asshole rat. Like that was who I wanted to be friends with for whatever reason when I was a young child.
Someone in chat goes, "Yo, Gregor the Overlander, was that?"
Yeah,
your
it was
rat?"
Rip Red, I believe his name was. That was the one. That was my rat.
Is he 7 foot tall in the story, or did you add that?
Yeah, like all the animals are
God,
gigantic in
It
this
would be
series.
so funny if you were like, "This rat's awesome," but what if he were 7 feet tall?
I need him.
That was
I need to
my
boost him a
personal
little.
edition.
Right.
No, it was a specific character that I just really liked when I was young.
All right, and then the next one on the docket: who chased a guy around with a stuffed dog and got an award for it?
I feel like that's kind of a cheat story because that's me, and it was part of a show. Like I used to be a performer, a step performer. Me and my team did a lot of routines, and our routines would consist of like fun skits and sketches. And one of our most famous shows, like we took it to several different venues and won first place several different times.
Oh wow!
But it was like a mafia. It was a mafioso theme, where we had a snitch in our midst and we were trying to figure out who the rat was. And so eventually we bring out a stuffed dog who we called Scruffy. And Scruffy essentially needs to sniff out who the rat was. And so me miming the dog, I had to basically use the dog and sort of like go to town on the person who was... It was all for like the effect, the comedy and whatnot. But I was also doing all of the sound effects. Like I did the voice, the VO and stuff, and the dog noise.
Can you give us a sample of the dog?
It's just you know what a dog sounds like.
But I want to
No,
hear
I've
your
never heard
take
a
on a
dog.
dog. Yeah, can
Or-
you?
or-
Let's Jesse train that dog in the dark.
Jesse,
He had
sing the
no
song.
Fucking idea. Yeah, Jesse, can you bring out the dog real quick?
Let's go potty outside. Wait for the dog.
Holy shit, dude.
This dog is wearing a lab coat holding 2 beakers of unknown liquid. That was a wild dog.
He was specifically trained to sniff out liars. So
All right. Well, then
it was a great show. You can probably find it on YouTube somewhere.
Oh yeah. Jesse, how do you take a real life Hadouken to the face? Explain that.
Sure. Hadouken was I looked it up specifically because Hadouken was a fireball.
Yeah.
And so I took a fireball to the face, but I figured, gaming should use the word Hadouken. In the house, the same house with the dog that I trained, Ceci, we had a water heater, and it was very old, and it would sometimes go out. It would too much condensation or whatever. The pilot light would go out.
Too much water, it would eventually just shoot fire instead. And you were like, well,
Yeah,
it is
exactly.
what it is.
Classic thing of too much water equals fire, But what it was on the old, I don't believe they make them like this anymore, for reasons you were probably about to understand. The pilot light would be at the very bottom of the thing, and it's like about an inch off the ground, like in the garage. And when the pilot light would go out, you'd have to put a lighter underneath it, like put it to the prime, set it to primer or whatever it was called, put a long lighter under there, light it, and when you heard it, you were supposed to wait, and then it should catch. However, sometimes things don't go wholly according to plan. So I do that. I turn the pilot to go, okay, cool, prime, whatever, put the light, click, click, light it. And I was like, did it light? And I put my head down against the ground to look under there to see if the light was lit. Because you can see it's a live flame. You can see if it's lit. And I put my head down there. And at that moment, it decided to catch. And this is not when I was actively using the lighter. This was like a second or two afterwards. But something about it caught. I guess it has to catch, go up the tube. And then as I was looking down, it just shoots a fireball out and hits me square in the face. I was like, oh my gosh, and went into the bathroom, and I was, I felt okay, but I looked and my eyelashes were shorter and bigger at the end, where they had burned and were really close to my eyelids.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that was...
What I'm learning is you and I should never be in a room together in real life, because our collective bad luck, Rube Goldberg damage, or we're gonna be attacked by something.
Yes. It's that, or some scenario where everything will work out in a weird way where we'll make it through okay.
Yeah. And then both of the sorry, go ahead.
But only through misfortune somehow.
Yeah. The last two were also yours. Who ironically got the "we saw you from across the," or unironically got the "we saw you from across the bar and like your vibe," which
I feel like that would. I mean, it's pretty straightforward,
self-explanatory. Yeah.
Yeah. I was at a bar with someone, and someone, I think and this was before that was a meme. That phrase was as well known as it is now.
You actually started it.
Yeah. Wow, good to know. But yeah, so this couple said that to us, and I think very quickly they got the idea that we had no idea what they were talking about and what they wanted out of this exchange. Instead of just two socially awkward people being like, oh cool, someone wants to talk to us.
Wow, we like your vibe too.
Yeah. So I think they had high expectations. We had no idea what was going on, and then that did not result in anything.
Would you have done it if you knew what was going on?
No, I wasn't really feeling their vibe. They seemed like nice.
Yeah,
enough
their
people,
vibe kind of sucked, even though your vibe was awesome.
They were just, they didn't seem eccentric enough for the kind of people I want to hang around.
I've got a similar story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is more of a I saw you across YouTube and dug your vibe. A fellow YouTuber, a fellow YouTuber who will remain nameless, once asked me to join a throuple, to be in a throuple, after knowing me for a few weeks.
Whoa!
It was me. You can just say it's okay. We're cool.
It was Jello, and I said only if we go to a cathedral.
Oh my god, that would actually getting that message in a bar is like a little flattering. Getting that like on like a YouTube DM would actually like really put me off, and I couldn't
He
tell
lived in
you
a
what
different country. I just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
am I gonna come to
logistically.
am I gonna move to your country and be?
Yeah,
in
you
your
would
relationship?
never do that. You would
Oh
never.
shit! Oh shit! Oh, she got me. Fuck.
Gundam.
And then the
Yeah,
last
the throuple is right now. It's me, Jess, and her previous manager.
Fuck off.
And then the last one, also from Jesse, is a friend promised to give me a specific pair of pants if they ever got rid of them, and they made good on the promise and gave them to me 10 years later. Anything?
Yeah,
Good
shortest-
thing you didn't pick that. I would 100% have pegged Jesse for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of hoping that one didn't get picked. So I think this is too obvious. When I was in high school, I could not afford trip pants, but I thought they were really cool, and I wished I could buy them. And I had a friend who wore them, and shortest version of the story, I was like, if you ever get rid of these pants, please give them to me. And she was like, okay. And this was like high school. And then 10 years later, it was like, we were 20 something, and I got a message from her. We had stayed in and out of contact throughout the years. She's like, hey, I was going through my old stuff and I found these, and like, do you still want them? And I was like, hell yes, I do. And I still have them, and I still wear them, and they're
fit?
great. Yeah, they do.
Wow.
That's nuts.
I don't think anything I wore in high school would still fit me. Yeah. All right, that is all of the stories. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I had a
Thank
great
you for
time
having
with
us.
that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you wanna let people know where they can find you, and if anyone in chat is like, I like your vibe from across YouTube, which shows on Second Wind do you guys like which ones do you host, which ones do you
Just
like
to,
pop in and out of, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, just to let chat know, I'm not interested in any YouTube thruples. If you're gonna offer, just stop where you are.
You got to go
yeah,
higher
you
than
can check-
3. It's got to be a polycule of at least 6.
Yeah,
if you want.
100%. I won't. So I'll let these guys speak for themselves. But for me and all of us, really, we're all on Second Wind, which is a variety channel. On there, for myself, there is a show called Design Delve, which is all about game design and how games are put together, with me and my animated companion Ludo, who's my dog in real life. Yeah, and you can come check out the Windbreaker podcast and also the Dev Heads podcast. And that is me. What about everyone else?
Yeah, I'll go next. I'll leave HME, which is the thing that the rest of the three of us are on, to Jesse or Jess to go over. But I also do a podcast
No, you
later in the
do it.
week. Why do you want me to do it?
I
All
don't
right,
know.
fine. Fine. Yeah, me, Jess, and Jesse. Every Monday, we do a stream called Hot Monday Energy, also known as Hidden Gems, where we play kind of just under the radar indie games, and we kind of give them a verdict at the end of the day on whether they are, a gem or not. But the real draw is that we have inane conversations and debates. So that's kind of become the actual legacy.
want more of
that
this?
series.
Yeah.
Have you
So
you
you
found
join
any,
us for that every Monday.
any good
Uh-huh.
gems recently that you would recommend? Any like the last couple episodes you're like, you got to check this one out?
Yeah, like it's a little bit of a blur. I want to say the last one I felt like super strongly about was probably a little tiny game called Sword Ship, which was just a real fun sort of bullet helly roguelite
Mhm.
where you play a
Oh,
ship
right, that
that's
one.
like a
Yes.
sword,
Oh yeah.
hence the name Sword Ship.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, you can check out the streams. All three of us are on it. It's a great time. It's a really fun time, and you get to learn about obscure games. Outside of that, I do a podcast with some other hosts on Second Wind, Marty Sleva and Nick Calandra, where we talk about video game news called Firelink. And I also stream with Marty after that, where we just kind of play whatever. Like we kind of burn through a series. Right now, we're playing through all the James Bond games. We did
Okay.
GoldenEye last week. We'll be doing like Tomorrow Never Dies this week. So like Marty's taking the reins on this time. But yeah, we just kind of go through the history of a game series and just spoof and goof the whole way through.
That's exciting to me because I don't remember which
Mhm.
one. It's either like I think it's either like Nightfire or something around that era. There's one.
Oh yeah, that's on that list. Yeah,
There's one that I have
Nightfire's
such
real
affection
fun.
for. because it has this mechanic
Yeah.
called bond moments where you do like a cool thing. I don't know if it's that one exactly, but it came out around that
no,
era.
no. Okay, you're talking about Everything or Nothing, and then the follow up to that is From Russia with Love.
Yeah,
But yeah, those are EA games that did that.
There's this mechanic that cracks me up called bond moments where like it's usually it plays the like buana, buana,
Yes.
when you and it's supposed to happen to accentuate you doing like a cool thing. So to be like you can shoot through the guys normally in this warehouse, or you can like find a secret zip line and zip across it and it goes buana, buana as you zip line. But I love it because sometimes you'll be doing a thing that's objectively not cool, like slowly and laboriously crawling through a vent, and after 25 seconds of dead silence, loudly in your ear, like it. So that's the highlight of that franchise for me. Also, thank you Anonymous for $5, and still waiting to show that DJ pick on a podcast, Jay, for $5.
Fuck off, Eric.
That's fucking
Thank you
Eric.
for donating to Transgender Law Center. That's really nice
You
of
had
you,
to
but
change
also
your-
get fucked.
Had to change your Google profile for that.
I think
That's
that's a
fun.
common Eric goof.
That's funny as hell. All right.
But yeah, so that's all I do on Second Wind. But you can also find me on Twitch because I also do a stream that I've been doing for several years now called Super Smash Sunday, where we basically take on all challengers and we play King of the Hill style Smash. I host that with my good friend Superman Jeff, and it's a really fun time because we just talk about like all sorts of nerd bullshit while we play Smash Bros.
All right. Cool. And then how about you guys on the goth couch? What do you get up to?
Jess, go for it.
Oh, okay. This is the moment where I panic and forget everything I've ever done, just like I do every Monday.
Storycraft. Say Storycraft.
Oh yeah, okay. So Second Wind, I am also there. That is the place where you can find all of us. You can also find me at PrettyGrimGames on various places in the internet, including Twitch. At Second Wind, I, as Casey mentioned, do Hidden Gems / Hot Monday Energy, other streams. I edit a lot of our scripted content, produce some videos, and yes, as Jesse mentioned, I have a show called Storycraft, which is an interview-style show where we explore narrative themes in games. And I think it's really neat. And the next episode is coming out later this week, so check that out if that sounds at all interesting to you.
Yeah, John Arbuckle pointing out you also do Thursdays with Jack Packard.
I do, yes, that is a
But
thing.
not this week.
Dang. Thought it was a good setup.
You are correct, thank you.
What do you do, Jesse?
I do a bunch of stuff. I also do Hot Monday Energy because it's so much fun. On Thursdays at 4:30 Eastern, I do RPG Help Desk on our Twitch channel, which is also Second Wind Group, and the VODs are on our YouTube, which is also Second Wind Group, which is just talking tabletop RPG stuff because I'm a big fan of it. Another RPG thing I do on our channel, we have a animated actual play show called Adventure is Nigh. Casey
right.
is also on it. Jamate is also
I'm in
Yeah,
the
Jay's
spin-off,
on
yeah.
it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm on it. I play one of the characters. Jack Packard is the DM. And it's really fun. I also get to animate that show. I'm one of the animators on it. And
Same.
It's really fun. Yeah, Casey is too.
Yeah,
I
it's
used
a
to
real
animate
labor
it.
of
I
love.
do sound design.
Yeah.
I did skim through that and was like kind of surprised how much animation there was for the little bit I was skimming. I was like, God, that looks like such a pain in the ass. That's so
There's
much
action
work.
scenes
Oh,
with key
it
moments,
is.
interactions, it's animated. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but we all really enjoy the show. So we're like, well, but we have to. Like, we got to do this.
We go hard.
Yeah. I also do reviews and stuff. So like I have a Bite Size, which is like a short review show. I've got one of those coming out and I've done a bunch in the past. And I also help produce Storycraft, which Jess does and is a really good show. And I enjoy working on it. So
Oh, thank you. Man, we make so much stuff.
we really do.
Content
That's
stuff.
just what we do. There are many other people
Yeah,
on
there
there
are-
that do other stuff too.
Yeah, there's a lot
We're
of
like
shit going on that
30%
channel.
of Second Wind.
Because like
Yeah.
I had to be like, because like Jamate set this whole thing up, which was very kind of him, and because I was just like, does anyone want to do this? Anyone in the world? After a overly sarcastic productions charity stream, and you set it up, and I was like, great. Who are all these people? And I opened the channel to like look and be like, let me like try and pick up everyone's vibe. And it was like opening the fucking Ark of the Covenant and like having videos blast my skin off. And I was like,
Content.
there's so much. Like, good lord. But yeah, no, you guys been excellent. I'm really happy to have had you guys all on this thing. And
Thank you
just
so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
this was so fun.
you.
This was so much fun.
Yeah.
And to everyone watching.
Yes, thank
and
you.
Thank you for donating, guys. It goes to a great cause.
Yeah, for anyone who wants more excuses to donate or is interested in the next one of these, we do already have it scheduled. It's going to be with I'm billing it as the cast of Clutch, a Kobold Story, which is a podcast type, not a podcast, audio drama series that's made by Magus, who is the guy who did all the sound design for the Epithet Rapes books. He's been on our charity streams before. Also Crystal Laporte, who's a pretty prolific voice actress and also a lawyer, which is such a funny combination of jobs.
Wow.
Sandra Espinoza, who's Percy in Epithet Erased, is going to be on that one. And then Caudle, who is an actor in Clutch, which I am also. I play a guy who likes teeth. And so you can check that out. That's going to be on October 4th.
Yeah.
And I'm just putting that at the end of this one for anyone who's binging all of these in a row while like cleaning their house or something in the future. But yeah, thank you guys once again for coming on. Let's say goodbye to Chad, everyone. Good night. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
Bye, y'all.
everyone.
Thank you all
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye.
Thank y'all.